Oh, yeah. Here we go. We're back. Luckily, they thought that we would not come back. But we're here. And we're going to continue the discussion. We might come back and comment on some things from previous live streams, but I want to focus on this breaking news in the watch space. It's the biggest thing that I've seen so far, right? Despite all the nonsense, right? All the other live streamers going political and stuff. Andrew Morgan, the talking hands of Watchfinder, has quit. He's gone. He's gone. Buckley, I don't know about you, but Watchfinder, it was one of the first YouTube channels that got me sucked into watches.
Yeah. It got me too, but his videos became so anti good brands.
Yeah.
Anti good brand that I had to not watch it anymore because
Well, you know what? I think let's do this. This is what I want us to talk about. I think a lot of people a lot of people who are watch enthusiasts, watch nerds, have watched probably the majority of the earlier episodes.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people have stopped watching over time. I've stopped watching when it went from this format to their new format, which felt just too fast. They were just trying to pump out too many videos. Here, they were very deliberate and they were telling stories.
It was also the lighting on the watch sucked in the videos.
The new lighting, yeah, it's like they lost production quality. The old production, like here, this is Buckley, like this is 6 years ago. These videos are some of the highest quality watch related videos on YouTube. Look how incredible.
Yeah, but you can't see the color.
Okay, well let me put it full screen. No, you can kind of see it.
No, not doing that watch a service.
He's showing the mechanism, I guess, maybe in that one. Let's see. It's got a look at some of these shots are just so sexy. It's a very mysterious presentation. Yeah, this watch could be really bright, but look at the instructional videos. Right, he was teaching people how this function works. Because this you have to watch a video like this to remember how to set the sky dweller. This otherwise,
yes. So you need a college education.
Yes.
You need a degree from Rolex to figure that watch out.
Yo, I always forget. Like if I suddenly bought a sky dweller, I would need to like watch this video. And this is a good video. I'm glad that it still exists because it transformed. These were the highest quality watch videos at that time on the market. I remember the only person who then came up and could compete against him was this other guy, but he was accused of selling a fake panda. He was like literally
the Australian guy.
The Australian guy. Remember that?
Yeah.
Wow, that was insane.
I remember him.
By the way, Buckley, the media, the YouTube broke that guy. They shamed him into disappearing and into deleting his channel.
Oh my God. If that had happened today, could you imagine? He would have to leave town and change his name. Back then, it was like taboo. Now, forget it.
But like back then, everybody banded together and they attacked one guy. Today, like the Wizard, who stole so much money, but yet there's people on YouTube, the hate streams, who decide to defend and attack the victims instead of working together into bring that scumbag to justice. So, yeah, things have changed. It's no longer about. It's for some people. It's no longer about w- getting certain results. It's about, well, how can we profit from this? How can we keep this story going longer because we're getting super chats for this? So we'll just defend the criminal, and yeah, it's disappointing. It's
Mhm.
really disappointing. But let you want to rewatch or like watch segments of some of the old videos, and then we'll watch why he quit. Because I haven't watched this. Did you watch it?
Well, I watched some of. I was listening in the background because I had stuff to
Mhm.
do today, um, and I heard him say something along the lines of he never owned the Watchfinder channel.
That's right. I
He
think he
never
was
had
like an
ownership of it.
employee.
So he was an employee, and he, sort of blew his load, right? Unlike every watch,
Yeah.
and should have pulled the parachute way long time ago. He's been doing it 13 years, apparently.
For Watchfinder?
Apparently, 13 years.
What the hell? When he created his own YouTube channel, The Talking Hands, Buckley, I immediately knew that he was gonna be gone as soon as he gains enough subscriberships so he can break away from Watchfinder. He's gonna just pull that cord and get the hell out of there. And look, he hit 100,000 subs, 160 now. But as soon as he hit that 100K number, he's out of there. Doesn't wanna work for
Yeah,
them.
and I'm curious to see if he changes his tune on a lot of things because he made a lot of videos that were anti, you know, big three, big four brands.
Watchfinder
Right.
is owned by
Sell
Richemont.
exactly, and then you'd go and you'd look at their page, and the watches they were selling were very often high in stock, right? On the watch
Yeah.
he was promoting. So I'm wondering if now he'll actually tell the truth. Because the truth,
Oh,
Tim, the truth is the truth, and I know this is hard. I know. I'm going to do it anyway. The truth is when you take a Tudor Black Bay at the AD and you put it on the tray next to a Rolex Submariner, just by looking at the build, looking at the color, looking at the metal, the everything,
mm,
the sub is 5 times better of a watch. But people will watch this and they'll buy the Tudor to try to scratch the itch of the sub. And you know what happens, Tim?
mm.
They lose 2 grand on the Tudor and they buy the sub anyway. There's no comparison.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not
It
saying
it
this is
always
always
happens,
the
but,
case.
Buckley, you know what? This 6 years ago, this Watchfinder video, I think that he even says that. He says that if you want a Rolex, you should buy a Rolex because this is not gonna scratch the itch. And I feel like the reason he's quit because see, this is what Watchfinder did at first. They told him to make videos and just tell the truth because they were trying to sell watches. But then Watchfinder was acquired by Richemont. And then suddenly they could no longer just tell the truth. They they had to make Richemont branded watches uh you know seem like they're better proposition. Look, like I can even play it to you. Watch this. I believe that this ending here, he even says that. Watch this.
Just look at
So
the video.
yeah,
It's so much better, and it's not all the time, right? I'm just using that example because that
yeah,
video was on the side over there on the screen. But this
yeah.
guy's done this with so many brands.
Whoa,
Okay.
whoa, you accidentally.
Yeah, this guy would try to tell you that if you buy a Maurice Lacroix, it's going to scratch the itch of an AP Royal Oak.
Yeah,
It's not. It's not. And then what happens is when we continue to go down this rabbit hole, Zenith is allowed to make duplicates of the hottest Rolexes of all time, right? That's where
yeah,
we end up. That's where this ends up. Teddy Baldessar, on the other hand, sometimes he'll fire a couple of shots, not often,
mm,
but he'll just highlight the good aspects of the watch and he doesn't try to compare it, right?
yeah,
Doesn't try to do that. If you're going to compare, you could just say, look, the wait list is outrageous. Fine. I'm cool with that. But when you go on, you say the Grand Seiko Snowflake is better than whatever, an Explorer 2 or whatever
Yeah.
shit he said, right?
Yeah.
How many people, if they had the opportunity and they were given the phone call to him, how many people are picking the Grand Seiko over, right?
No shot. No shot.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and this is the same guy this is the same company, because I'm not going to say it's him. I'm going to say it's the same company that will say the Chronomaster Zenith in white is better than the Panda. Okay. So, if you get the call for both, you're going to take the Chronomaster Zenith over the Panda? No
No
shot.
chance. No shot.
So just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. And I know it's not always. It's not always. Sometimes,
But they can't.
sometimes he's right. But the issue here is not that it's his opinion. The issue is it's tied to Richemont, which means it was
Yes.
always bought and paid for to fool you into buying the watch that will never scratch the itch you originally had. Right? Bait and switch.
But the thing is, Buckley, Watchfinder 6 years ago. See this video right here about this Tudor versus Rolex. This video was done prior to Watchfinder acquisition being acquired by Richemont. So you'll see him give honest opinion here. Watch this.
Also said, the instructions I gave that Tudor must be the best possible watch that could be made to sell at a medium price have been magnificently carried out. Would he say the same today? If the Submariner is the benchmark, then the Tudor is a very solid alternative with a remarkable specification for its price. While, against the Rolex, it falls behind in the details, it has no solid rivals at its price point that surpass it, and realistically, that's the very best it can hope to achieve. Perhaps Mr. Wilsdorf would have this to say of it, as he did of Tudor in the last century. I am proud to give it my personal endorsement.
Yeah, it's fine. That's all good. But
it's an interesting take, but
yeah, if you go through the videos, you'll see he's always he's done it with Patek, he's done it with AP, he's done it with a lot of brands.
Well, hello there, and you
and
join
look,
us here today.
Look how much
And
the videos changed. This is the new Buckley. Look at this. This is the new Tudor versus Rolex video, and look at.
Well, hello
it's a
there, and
completely
you
different
join us
panel.
here.
It's now you see Andrew's face. They no longer do just the hands thing.
Look, if you want to get mad, because I could see people are getting mad that are Tudor owners. I've been a Tudor owner. It's a good watch.
Yeah.
But
Nothing wrong with
brass
Tudor.
the brass tacks is one brand is making 1.3 million watches and selling them for double, triple, quadruple what Tudor sells them for. And Tudor's making a fourth of the watches, a fifth of the watches, and they're sitting in the case collecting dust. So it's not my opinion. It's the market's telling you. No, Watchfinder. No, it's not a better buy. Because this isn't comparing. You're not comparing engines here. You have to like the way it looks first. Right? And when you put them on the tray, it's no comparison.
When you hold the two watches, you could clearly feel the difference in quality. One is obviously inferior to the other one. Like Tudor is obviously inferior when you hold them side by side. Maybe if you hold one at a time, you could kind of see it. Okay, but that's why you pay less for the Tudor. You pay half the price, and you don't have to play any games, and you can get the Tudor, or maybe sometimes even quarter of the price, and you don't have to play the games. But that's why people like Rolex, not because Rolex is good quality, better quality than Tudor, and a lot of other brands that are even more expensive than Rolex. That's how good Rolex is. Even though it's not Patek, it doesn't have hand finished movements, but that's not what they're about. They're about robust sports watches that will last you forever, and they're best at it. And but they're not owned by Richemont. So when you're making a video for Watchfinder and Co., owned by Richemont, these guys got objectives. Their objectives is to drive
That's my
revenue.
point. That's my
Yeah,
point. Tim. And people, I could see in the chat, people are getting hung up. Like, don't say it's not about that. It's about this guy and that company. Hodinky does it too. Teddy Baldessar does it too. They're all guilty. They bait and switch you to buy what they have, and then inevitably, 9 out of 10 people revert back to what they originally wanted, and you lose money and time on the first watch. How many times does that happen?
you
And
know,
it's literally because they tell you, trust me, this is better. First of all, it's a stupid word to use, better. What does that even mean, better?
not even it's not even the word better. It's just as good. That's to me when they say it's just as good. Let me tell you a story. After I read the super chat from America 5726 $10. Do you want a hot take? Most, not all, but most people who buy and own Tudor do so because they either can't afford or can't get a Rolex. Unbelievable, but true. It's
Yeah.
true. Or they don't want to afford. They don't want to pay extra because they don't see like it's a thing of the diminishing returns. They think they don't have to go all out if they don't have to.
The honest way to do this is to take two watches at the same price and compare them.
Yeah.
This versus that for your money. You don't go and say, okay, let me show you why a Zenith DeFi is better than a Royal Oak. That's not a good way to go about this. Why would you do that? You know it's not true, because if that was true, they'd be selling out, right?
Yeah.
At a third of the price. That doesn't mean that the Zenith is a bad watch. I've seen them. They're very nice watches. What you should do is compare the price range. You don't jab up because you're part of Richemont to try to sell your watches, right?
Yeah.
That's what they've been doing. That's my problem. Is it's not the comparison, it's the jabbing up to try to sell your watches on your site. And people they just can't see it.
Or they see through it when they when they try even throw a subtlest of shade on the non-Richemont watches. People are like, oh, dude, these guys are dragging on other brands because that's not part of their network.
Yeah.
So it probably, and with Andrew going revealing his face and becoming a personality on Watchfinder, I feel like maybe he started to feel like he's constrained. He can't say. Well, we'll see why he says he left. But my thinking is that he probably after acquisition by Richemont, he felt like, in my opinion, I think he felt restrained, because that's how it feels like. Look, if you started out and you had full creative freedom to do any kinds of videos that you want about watches, and then boom, the company gets acquired, and suddenly you got the rules. If you're gonna talk about Zenith, you have to follow this description, this framework. Hey, Tim G.
Hey, Buckley. Hey, Timmy. How are
Hey,
you guys? I think he totally messed up by showing his face. Totally messed up. And then Richmond probably is downsizing anyway, so they told him goodbye. And I have noticed the quality of their videos getting worse and worse.
The new videos suck.
Suck.
They're awful. They're dare I say, they're unwatchable. They're worse.
I mean, they've always been anti Rolex, but that's Richmond company.
I hate
it's not just
B-roll.
Rolex though. They're anti a lot of things, right? If they don't have the watch in stock and they have something else that compares, they're pro that watch, right?
Yeah, that is true. That is absolutely true.
People are getting so hung up on the Tudor Rolex thing in the chat. You're missing the point. The point is this company has been baiting and switching you to buying watches for years. Yeah, and the guy who built their channel with his voice never had any ownership over it.
Which was a total mistake, and he stayed there too long. He should have just been there for like 5 years and walked. When you don't own ownership, and then when he showed his face, game over.
Yeah.
So there's always like a mystique if you don't show all your cards. And unfortunately, once you showed his face, he's not he's not the most like attractive guy. Do you agree?
He's a
Yeah.
weird
Well,
looking guy.
I
He's
don't
a
know.
weird looking guy. His voice is beautiful though. It's English. You tend to listen to English voices
That
more.
accent.
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
but
my God.
that's not real. He had to go to voice coaching lessons or something. He says in the video to learn how to do that.
Oh,
His
I didn't
real
know.
voice.
I didn't know that. Okay.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yes, he had to work to get to that voice apparently.
Shit.
My question is, conspiracy theorist here, ready?
Mhm.
Do you think the whole thing with Adrian and About Effing Time, you think that separation influenced him to pull his plug?
Dude, I shit you not. When I went to Dubai Watch Week,
Yeah.
the first, like, I think it was the end of the first day, and I was like walking around and just trying to see other things and think of things that I'm gonna talk about tomorrow on the live stream. And who do I see? Andrew Morgan, Bark and Jack, and Scottish Watches Richie. I think I don't remember who was the third person, but I think it was Richie from Scottish Watches, and they were together, and I think Andrew was there too. They were together, kind of almost like traveling, or I probably traveling because they're from Britain, right? So I wouldn't put it past that, Buckley. If they were together talking, discussing different things, strategy for the next year in YouTube, there's a possibility that they, agreed on certain things there or took
Or just
advice from each other.
influenced,
Yeah.
right? Because you don't. I mean, we still don't know what happened with About Effing Time, right? They just broke apart one day. It typically, Tim, it's usually over money and control,
Well,
right?
I also think all three of them are high ego people.
Right, but it's usually over money and control why they would separate so crazy, right? It's about money. So this guy's been getting shafted for years. I mean, he built the Watchfinder channel and he has never had any ownership. So maybe old Adrian said, "Look what happened to me with About Effing Time. Pull the plug, buddy, and get out."
The funny thing about
This is
about
serious.
effing time is
Yeah.
that, Buckley, that it was fully financed by Bamford, I believe. Like
Mhm.
Bamford was probably paying for majority of the production, for all the editing, for the camera equipment, everything, the set. Right? That's what I'm thinking, because I think it was shot at his house. Like it's a room in his house or
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
maybe.
So Bamford was the guy who was paying for the thing. Andrew, I'm not sure. I think Andrew brought some sponsorships because he's the owner of Time and Tide, and he's got like tequila partnership. I think he was the one responsible for bringing some type of little sponsorships here and there. And Adrian Barker was bringing in the views because Adrian is the one who had the biggest following on YouTube, and he was able to translate that viewership audience into to start watching About Effing Time. And what they were hoping, I think, is that the podcast is going to start out with Adrian's audience. That would give it the initial boost. You know how when you send the rocket to the moon, it's got those initial thrusters that take the rocket out of the orbit, and then they fall off, and then the rocket goes to the moon on its own. You know what I'm talking about? So this is what Adrian was for About Effing Time. He was that initial burst of fuel that thrusted it to be able to break free from that YouTube death, zero subscribership stage. However, they never were able to get to the moon. They were just there. The show has never became popular in the mainstream. It was never covered in New York Times because the guys were walking on the eggshells, for fuck's sake. Derek M, $5 super chat. Made a mistake a few years ago. Waiting for Pepsi. I went and got the Diet Pepsi, the Tudor Diet Pepsi, to scratch the itch. Yes, we love to scratch that itch with the cheapy watch. It never works. I sold it at $1,000 loss 6 months later. Damn, you got away easy, I think. And shout out to Shelby M, $10 super chat. Chris, never, ever will a Black Bay 41 be the same as 41 millimeter Rolex Explorer? No substitute for a sub. Yeah, and Rolex won't let them use this. They're already proven technology. They have to develop their own, and it's harder than it looks. Yo, hey, look at this.
Are we there? Are we there? We're there. No, that's you, Tim. That's us. Hey, how we doing, guys?
Alex, Jaden. Shout out to Jaden. Young legend.
Yeah.
Hey, Jaden, what watch are you wearing there? Let's see it. Oh, shoot. Look at that. That's a Tudor.
You got the UK giveaway. You got the giveaway on the first show. Yeah, he's loving it. He is loving it.
How's it going, guys?
Loving that watch.
How's it going?
Well, it's going not too bad. We're talking about the end of an era. Andrew Morgan quitting the Watchfinder and Co.
Let's be honest. It was better when it was just talking hands. No.
Yeah.
It was. It definitely was.
So, what do we know? What the reason why he's quit?
Well, we're gonna watch the video, and I haven't watched it yet. We're
not playing around for that.
I've got to get back to London.
Yeah, Tim, I love you, mate, but I ain't fucking sitting around watching you watch a video. Yeah. Fuck that shit.
No, we're not watching it yet. So I want to ask you guys: Do you remember watching Watchfinder 6 years ago? And if it had influence on you, tell us about some of influence that this channel had.
I remember watching Andrew Morgan when he was just talking hands, and they were short, quick videos. They were really good. They were good fun to watch. As soon as it became more of a show, no, not for me.
It didn't work. Remember that all changed when Oshin did the sort of the talking hands,
the parody.
The parody, and then Andrew started to shift completely, like stop doing the hands thing, and then he started just talking to camera with his mate. Was it Scott, isn't it? His mate.
You think it was Sheen who broke Andrew?
It's possible.
The timing was very, very, coincidental. So, but no, I think the reason why Andrew's quit is because he's reached the end of his thesaurus. He has no more metaphors or analogies.
Alex, he could stay at Watchfinder and keep pumping out the same videos he's been pumping out, but maybe he feels like he's done as much as he could. He reached finale for at least at this job. Maybe he doesn't need it anymore. Maybe by working at Watchfinder, he was able to save up enough money on his own to be able to start his own company.
He got shafted. Listen,
no, Tim. If Andrew Morgan is watching, though, we'd love to have him on that Watch Guy UK. Give us a shout.
Oh, we would love to know the true story. Like if he ever was.
I agree with Buckley. I think he got totally shafted because not only that, but he's leaving during a down market.
Can you full screen, Alex?
You don't start a business during a down market. Oh, those are nice loafers.
You want to compete, motherfucker?
Those are really nice. Is that Todd's? That looks Todd's.
No, it's Crockett and Jones.
Crockett Jones.
Todd's with the little box underneath.
Bring yours, Buckley. Let's see the comparison.
Those are professional.
Wearing it in honor of Buckley. Here we go. If we're doing shoes, this is what I'm wearing tonight.
Ooh, nice boot.
These are good shoes. What's your son wearing?
What? Let's see Buckley's. Let's see. Is he got Ferragamo? Is that Ferragamo? Oh, yeah. Is it Gucci or Ferragamo, Buckley?
Ferragamo.
Nice.
Very nice.
What's Jaden wearing?
Oh, very nice. Those are awesome sneakers.
That's a reverse swoosh. Are you seeing this? The kid's got style.
But they're not gold ones, Tim. He wants the gold ones.
Yeah. Still Roman Sharf approved. Let's be honest.
He wants a Tim Wright gold edition signed.
Yeah.
And this time he wants both pairs signed. Both shoes signed.
Can't have one. Yeah, one
This
side
is
left,
one,
one
two,
side right.
And they need to
Nikes.
be
I'll
signed by
make,
Tim.
guys. You know I have gold paint. I can make my own gold shoes. I'll make
Yeah,
my own. Dude,
you wanna
guys,
pay-
I'll make my own for less money. Are you ready? This is what we're gonna
Jaden
do.
wants them. He's
Let's
down for
go.
it. He wants them.
He wants it.
Okay,
He wants
I
it.
got it. This is what we're gonna do. Let's go to Nike. We'll
Special
get
order.
Nike high top. Here we go. Air Force One. Here we go.
There
I'm
we
gonna
go,
get.
look.
I'm gonna
Boom.
buy a pair of these, and I'll
What's like
paint them
Sevens.
gold.
UK 7, Tim.
Yeah.
But, US 8.
US 8.
US 8.
US 8.
US
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
Get them gold. Sign them Tim Wright and Jaden will rock them, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Peace,
Nike Dunks
Peace,
by
Peace,
you, and it's gonna be by
Peace,
Tim
Peace,
Wright.
Peace,
Nike
Peace,
Dunks by Tim Wright. Do you want me to paint them gold, or you want me to paint them my own custom
No,
design?
they have to be gold. They have to be gold. Pink and gold.
Pink and gold.
Pink and gold.
Okay. All
Yes.
right.
Let's
You
do
just
it.
watched Tim's creation.
With the
come
bunny,
out
with the
now.
bunny ears.
Yes. Yes. And,
Okay,
and you have to sign them as well. You have to sign
You have to sign
I
it.
will. I will put at the bottom. I
There you go.
definitely will.
Epic.
Hey, look at this, Sean.
Yeah.
Sean, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me on. I just wanted to jump on and tell our brothers from UK what a great job they did this morning.
Thank you so
It was
much.
amazing.
We tried,
It
we
was
tried.
you guys quenched the thirst for the watchdog, so that was amazing.
And guys, Dan will be on the show on Monday as well. Monday at 8 o'clock UK time. He's going to come on. He's going to show us a few bits and bobs. He's also
Yeah.
going to show us a few bits of jewelry and some lighters as well. And then he's going to give us a lighter to give away to one lucky
Yeah.
winner. So yeah, it's really
That's
nice.
awesome.
I did see a gold DuPont lighter and a gold Cartier lighter. So
Am I
yeah.
eligible, or would that be wrong
Hey,
if I?
Are you watching? Were you watching?
Yeah, you know
If
what
you
I'm
watch-
watching. Tim.
I mean, we
I don't know,
might.
I feel like
I mean,
if
because
I
that's the
win the DuPont, if I win the lighter, it would be like those Cray brothers that won.
Well, it could be like the Kettle Kids, couldn't it?
Yeah, if you win the lighter, Tim, we'll get Andy Binns to send it to you. Yeah.
By OC.
By OC.
We have to get one of those lighters for Buckley.
What is the lighter? I didn't see.
So, well, he showed me two. It was a gold Cartier and the gold DuPont one was lovely. It was heavy.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah. Okay.
again, when he shows them, I'll let you guys select which one we want to have for the giveaway. And yeah,
That's
I
serious
mean, it's
stuff.
really generous of him, really generous. So yeah, one lucky guy's going to get or girl
Oh,
could win a lighter.
we've got the pink
Got you,
cigar
Tim.
cutter.
You've got home painted. I mean, don't paint the trainers like that. That looks terrible. Do a better job.
I already have the paint, so
Let me
It's gonna
ask, we've got Sean on the call. Whilst he's on the call, Sean, what was your favourite piece that we were showing on that stream?
Yeah, a lot of favorite ones. The original Omega that you showed, the Chrono, it just had that vintage look to it. Love the dial.
£2,500.
Yeah, it was amazing. I the dial on the Omega, the gold Omega, the one that DC and LV
I mean,
has a similar one, especially the outer ring of that dial, which is the whole dial was solid gold.
Yeah,
And
It's
the
so hard.
the outer ring that was polished. The outer ring that was polished, the way the light reflected off of it, in my opinion, just made the dial. It was also slanted. It was not flat, so it had a lot of dimension. That it was beautiful. The bracelet on the JLC was stunning. Those kind of
The integrated
vintage.
one.
Yeah, those kind of bracelets. I mean, it's a pure art. I mean, those things, they're not easy to make. You don't see them around, obviously, anymore. I would wonder what it would cost to have those made these days. I think one of the reasons that they're not as popular is because they're very limiting as far as the size of the wrist. If you get one I found a beautiful Piaget at a store in Newport Beach in Orange County. But it was just very small, and the only way you would be able to, it was so small that having an option of putting a little bracket where the clasp is was not an option for me. But I definitely have my eye on that kind of a watch. Probably obviously the Patek does a great job there. AP has some beautiful ones, Piaget too, and so I definitely want to add something like that to my collection. The one that I would take away from the ones that he showed, and not the ones that were part of his collection, not the Snoopy, which was absolutely gorgeous, and obviously his AP. I would probably take the gold Omega, and not because of the bracelet. I know it had an aftermarket bracelet, not the original bracelet, but I would take that Omega just because of how beautiful the dial was.
And the back as well
It was.
immaculate.
Yeah.
I mean, the funny story with that is it's been worn to 3 weddings and a funeral, and it's like one more wedding and it's still you know, it's literally had no wrist time at all.
What did you think, Sean, of the rectangular constellation, the one with the dark green dial with the solid?
Oh yeah, no, that one is a totally unique piece. You don't see that often, and the amount of gold. I mean, he even said it. You know, everybody was guessing how much it was, and the price that he had. And by the way, in general, I think his prices were very fair. Very fair, and obviously you guys were there. You looked at the quality of the merchandise, and I like the fact that he doesn't polish them. He keeps them the way it is. I prefer to get a watch in its honest condition, and sometimes you know, the patina, even if it's got a little bit scratches, it would actually add to the authenticity and the charm of the watch. If you have a watch from the 60s that's been preserved perfectly in a box, that's a different matter. Hey, that's fantastic. But I'd rather have a watch that's been lightly worn, not something that's been abused, but something that's got honest wear and tear on it, instead of one that's been recently polished to make it look like new. I don't want that.
I mean, he did say that, you know, he'll sell it as it is, and then if you want it cleaned up and polished, you can have that sorted. But he tries to convince people again to have it as it is. You know, to keep it pure. Don't polish the hell out of something that doesn't need it. You know, and look, all of those watches that we put up tonight, none of them needed a polish. They were ready to go. You know,
they're solid. It's just like if you get a 1960s, whatever it is, it could be a Volkswagen Bug all the way to a vintage Ferrari. If it's got original patina on it, it's never been painted, you would want to drive it like that. You want to preserve the authenticity of that watch. You don't want to right away take it, and I don't care how much you're going to spend, you don't want to take it and have it repainted. If you're going to do it with the car world, then you better start spending probably 2 or 3 times the amount of what you paid for that, or maybe 10 times the amount of what you paid for that car, and have it totally restored. But then even when you do that, it's not the same as when you have a car that's not trash, but it's got honest patina, honest wear on it. You can never replace that. It's only original once, right? You could always restore something, but it's only original once. So I'm more of a preserve kind of a guy when it comes to watches, rather than restoring them to original, because it'll never be original.
No, it's never the same.
Hey, just really quickly here, guys. I dropped the link in the chat to the live stream that Alex and Alan did earlier today on That Watch Guy UK. Please go subscribe to that channel. Yeah, subscribe to that channel, guys, if you enjoy some solid watch talk. I have to reel this back in because today we're talking about the end of an era. Andrew Morgan of Watchfinder and Co. quitting and going on his own. He was a huge part of my kind of developing years as a watch enthusiast. Sean, would you like to tell us about how Andrew has influenced you over the years?
I absolutely enjoyed the content and the manner he would describe the hand movement and gesture. I remember Oshin did a parody, and it was just hilarious with his thick, like sausage fingers, and it missed. It was just amazing. But no, he is. I would say he is the Tim Mosso of UK. Tim Mosso, the way he described watches, you would just drool over those watches. It could be the ugliest watch, and all of a sudden that thing looked like one of the best looking watches that you never knew, and all of a sudden you want it. And I believe he did the same in his videos. It was a different perspective. It was nicely done, very classy, and that was when there weren't a lot of great content on the YouTube. But anyways, I appreciated, I enjoyed what he did, and obviously the voice, the accent, production, everything just gelled really well together.
Let me ask you something. Do you remember any of the earlier videos that kind of influenced you to buy a certain watch?
I remember
introduced you to a brand. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that definitely he influenced my thoughts about certain watches that ended up influencing me in buying. I cannot pinpoint and tell you exactly which one, but he would be whenever I wanted to look at a watch, or I would just starting the hunt or the search to see if that's the watch I want to get. He would be one of those guys that would look and see if what he has in his library, and if he covered that watch. So definitely he was one of my sources to go to try to figure out, hey, first learn from it, and also to see if that would be something that I want to go after. So he provided a lot of valuable reference points, and he didn't bore you. It was enjoyable. So definitely he was a go-to guy.
Very good photography, up close, 4K videos. Shout out to Mr. Consensus James, €6 super chat. Hey folks, Watch Guy UK Monday, 2:00 GMT time, 21 CET time, 15 ET time. Come join our quality 1-hour stream. This is a paid advertisement by me. Thank you so much, James. Guys, if you enjoyed these shows, support them by subscribing to the channel, upvoting the live stream. We just had 100 people vote in the poll. What is the best brand? Which is better brand, Rolex or Tudor? 80% of the audience said Rolex is better, and 20% of the audience said the Tudor is better.
The word better is a terrible word.
It's the definitely
right. They're all missing the point. Everyone's missing the point.
You're 100% right, Buckley.
They're all missing the point. The point is these channels creating content where they took watches they had in stock to sell you, and they made videos to try to tell you to forget about the itch you already have and to buy this instead. I think it's wrong. I think it's inauthentic. And I think on the back end, they lose half their money and they buy the watch anyway. If you're one of the people who like Tudor better than Rolex, congratulations. It's not about that. Stop getting so soy in the chat. These fucking people are crying like little girls.
It's not a competition. No, it's not a competition. It's the same company.
Hey, if it's a competition, guess what? Compared to Sean, we're all losing big time.
Yeah.
It is a competition because some of these brands they have no. But internally, they rather sell you an Omega because there's better profit margins and it's easier to get them.
Well, only if it's an Omega sold by Rolex Booker. You know, they make double every which way. You know, it's oh Christ, they're kicking us out. They just turned the lights off.
Oh, damn.
You know, if Booker are now selling Omega and Rolex are getting a cut of that, hey, sell anything. But no, I think if you're buying either a Rolex or a Tudor, it's the same company. Rolex are happy either way. Yeah. You know, it's all Hans Wilsdorf. So, you know, what difference does it make? Yeah. I think the snobbery between Rolex and Tudor is a bit bitter. You know, you see the memes online and, oh, I got the Tudor because I couldn't really afford the Rolex. But look, there's some people that like Tudor. You know, a very private gentleman. He loves Tudor.
But that's great watches. I don't know what the problem is.
You know, Jaden's rocking a Tudor. That doesn't mean he couldn't have anything else. You know, it's he likes what he likes.
Yeah, my wife, she loves a chrono.
Yeah,
Tudor chrono.
And sometimes people, they don't know, like people who we sometimes forget how much we know about watches, and that ultimately lends us a lot of safety or perceived safety into putting this much money into this type of product. If I knew nothing about watches, absolutely zero, and somebody told me, hey, would you buy this watch for $12,000? I would probably say, well, no, I don't know anything about, like, I
Get
don't
the one
know.
for 3K.
Yeah. So
And
there
it's
is that
equally a good
fear.
watch. Yeah. Well, look, we're a niche of a niche of a niche. Yeah, and we know we know a little bit more about watches than your average punter that just goes in based on the marketing that they've been subjected
how
to.
it looks.
And,
what it looks
and
like.
Rolex is a marketing company. They've done really well out of it. Obviously, with David Beckham's involvement with Tudor, they have had a massive resurgence since they relaunched back in 2012, 2015, and they've been going great guns.
I'm not sure his wife's doing just the same for
No, not Breitling. It doesn't always work. Yeah. But anyway, listen, we're getting kicked out of here. We're gonna sign off. Have a great show.
End the stream by accident.
Hey, that's down to Alec.
Like,
It's not-
I'm serious.
It's okay,
Don't
end the
press the
stream.
end button because
But before we shoot off, all right, just guys go on to our stream, put down what vintage watch you would have liked to have seen, or which one that you liked, so that we can comment on it on Monday's show. That'd be great.
Yeah, it'd be really helpful, guys.
All right.
Yeah. Cheers for watching, guys.
Take care. Take care.
Take
don't
care.
accidentally
Bye-bye.
end the stream. See you later. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So listen. The difference. The difference. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, whenever the Brits are leaving the live stream, I have a panic attack because they're amateurs and they might accidentally end the live stream, and I would have to start it over again. It's just a pain in the ass.
As a matter of fact, the fact that they're not pros is why it makes their streams so enjoyable. It's just authentic.
Absolutely. You got to make it. They're very.
I would say,
raw.
hey, Tim G, how are you, brother?
Hi, Sean. How are you?
Good, man. Hey, going back to the comment of which one's better, Tudor or Rolex. You know, first of all, just because something is more expensive doesn't mean it's something that necessarily is better. Also, if you do have a Rolex, you could also enjoy a Tudor. Listen, I can drive any of our cars that we have, right? I still drive my older BMWs that through the years I liked and I kept, and I'm going to keep them, right? And but today I was driving my car that I should get rid of. I keep on saying I should get rid of it, but it's probably on best day. When the market was up, that car is worth $5,000. And I enjoy driving. Sometimes it's just so good to drive, not to worry about if you hit a pothole, not to worry where you're going to park when you go to the supermarket, not to worry if when you come back, you find a shopping cart next to it. Sometimes it's good to have Tudor that you don't mind. You don't mind having it on because it doesn't bring the attention, or if you knock, you hit your wrist hits the frame of the door or the wall, all of a sudden your heart doesn't sing. Not that they're not valuable, they are valuable. Any watch hits it, but it's something that you're a little bit more relaxed to wear, and it's not as flashy. And I can tell you this, quite frankly, guys. Tudor is a great watch. It's not that far off from. Yes, it is not as valuable as Rolex. The finishes are not the same. The case is too big and all that, but it's a solid piece. So is Omega. So is the Longines. So is the Seiko, and all the way up to the Holy Grails. They all have their own value, and when you say better, you have to describe what better means. Is it value? Is it the way it feels on your hand? Is it the way it is when you do like Timmy does? He does his, what do you call it? When you christen a watch, the thumb swipe. Is it the way the movement is, the way you wind it? But when you say just better,
So if I understand you, if I understand you, Sean, I think what you're saying is this. It's not necessarily that one is better than the other. It's they serve different purposes. You could in one situation, Tudor could be better. In the situation where you want to go low key, you don't want to be flashy, in that situation, a Tudor would actually be a better choice, right? But if you're just going to say objectively, right, you said just because something is more expensive doesn't mean that it is better. But in this situation, you do admit that Rolex is a better quality watch compared to Tudor, but it comes with the cost that you might feel less safe wearing it, because of that value. Every scratch you give it, it loses value, right? So you feel like every time you damage it just slightly, it's like you're losing money. It like, if you play video games, if you've seen Sonic the Hedgehog ever hit an obstacle and the coins come flying out of him, this is the sound that I always feel whenever I hit one of my watches against like a doorknob or something. So in that way,
we're way off. We're way off here. This is not this turned into a Rolex versus Tudor thing, and it's the problem here is the point.
Whoa.
This guy has been making videos to benefit Richemont for years, and that means his opinions or whatever he's saying is bought and it's not authentic. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't want to make this about Rolex versus Tudor. Forget it. Half the people will be offended. But the videos were to benefit Richemont.
They became videos that benefit Richemont because it started out, Buckley. When it started out, they weren't immediately owned by Richemont. Watchfinder and Co. wasn't owned by Richemont. Watchfinder and Co. was a gray market dealer that was just trying to sell watches, and they would just say, "Listen, these are the watches we have laying around.
Here's a perfect
Make compelling videos about them."
Perfect case in point. You got to draw lines here, right? We can never be so sure, but we can draw lines and make assumptions, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This week, Teddy Baldessar came out with a store. Okay.
Yeah.
Most people are saying that Kevin O'Leary backed that store. That's what people are saying. We don't know if it's true, right?
Yeah, like he's a
Absolutely.
investor.
Hold on.
At least he
Hold on.
got Omega. At least
One
he got
of the
Omega.
few people, one of the very few people that's friends with Teddy and friends with Kevin O'Leary is producer Michael. Today or yesterday, producer Michael made a video saying the top 3 watches of the year, and the one in the middle was a Glashute. We know that producer Michael has never touched a Glashute ever.
That's insane.
What's in Teddy's store? Glashute. Guys, if you listen, maybe I'm a conspiracy theorist.
No.
I'm tired of being taken for a ride by these YouTubers. But look at it. He's never put that watch on in his life, Tim.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. Buckley, I hear your point, and I think there's validity to it. I think it depends maybe where you're as far as the journey of your watch collection. Early on, your opinion of a watch or a brand could be easily swayed. If you've been at it for a while and you know what you like and you have the experience of buying what you think was good and getting burned, or change your idea of what you thought was good, you bought it and it was actually good. After a while, you start relying on your own intuition and experience. And the way I look at these, and again, I'm not saying it's for everybody, but the way I look at these is I just go in to get additional visual or additional information, solid information. I really don't go at it with an opinion. Now, if somebody says, "Hey, I really like this watch and all that," hey, I'll take that as, hey, brownie points, or hey, okay, it's good. But if somebody says, "Hey, I hate this watch," then I'll tell you this watch that I'm wearing, which is my Vacheron Constantin, and I sent, before I got it, I sent it over to a couple of our friends in our community that I really value their opinions. And one of them was very strongly against it. And he thought it was not good. But I still looked at it and I said, no, I think this is going to be fine. Even though I never put it on my wrist, I thought this would be the right watch for me. and
I would
it's one of my favorite watches.
Oh, I totally agree with you.
You know what I mean? So it depends on the person. You're right. I think those kind of videos can really sway somebody that hasn't been in the game for a long time and they haven't
Right.
figured it out yet. But
Yes.
for somebody like me, it's just extra content. And if that content is better video quality and some additional insight that I can filter and accept or I can reject, it's I think it's enjoyable, and I value those kind of content provided.
No, I agree with you. I'm just pointing out situations. I'm this specific situation, right?
Yeah.
I think we all know producer Michael has never worn that Glashütte. We all know he never. And
It's
why would he
safe
make
to
a
say.
video? He made a video saying the best 3 watches in 2023.
Yeah.
The same week that Teddy drops a store and Glashütte is one of the brands. It does, like, these are the little things that's been going on. Andrew makes a video saying, "Hey, this is why Grand Seiko is better than yada yada yada. Richemont owns the thing, right?" The Vucom, they make these videos about flipping watches. Everybody has an angle at this point. There's a few people that review, right? They do honest reviews.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of angles, and people are getting taken for a ride, I think. Right? Like,
True. They're selling. They're selling. Yeah.
yeah,
Buckley,
producer
you
Michael,
are
do you
picking
really
up.
believe? Does producer Michael really believe that watch is worth 10,700?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't, because in the video he says he paid $6,000 for it.
Yeah, and Buckley, you and I have been to a lot of stores and we go to authorized dealers and the boutiques,
Yeah,
and all they do is sell us, but we don't walk out. Not that we can, but if we could, we wouldn't walk out with every watch they showed us, right? So it's the same thing. It's just it's just additional exposure to that watch, and that's the way I look at it. In that respect, I enjoyed his content because again, I thought it was quality content that was offered. It was shitty. I wouldn't watch it. And same thing is true with Tim Masso. I mean, the guy is selling those watches. Those specific watches are up for sale, but still, the quality of whether it's the video or the way he presents it, it's enjoyable. And he's one of those guys that I go to again to pull up information on a watch that I'm interested in.
Massive shout out to Chalk Flew Up for this extremely generous gift of 20 memberships. Guys, there's a reason why people trust us, is because we are fully funded by our members, by our viewers. We don't take any sponsorship from any gray market guy, from any brand, nothing. We try to give you the best opinion that we possibly can. And we would really appreciate if you guys help us out. So keep supporting the show. Keep us afloat. I wanna elevate it. I wanna make. I have some plans for growth. Believe it or not, guys. I'm trying.
I'm out of here. You have Sean. He's way better than me anyway.
Actually, I was gonna say bye to because I have to get going. I'm at work.
It's good. Maybe you'll be back if you guys. If you guys need to jump back on, please jump back on. Me and Tim G, we can keep the ship going. Right?
Cool. I'm glad Tim G is staying on too.
All right. Take care, guys.
Very cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me, Tim.
Thank you, Sean. Really appreciate your contribution.
Buckley,
Buckley, you want to jump on later, or
I'm gonna be out all night.
Okay. You going to dinner?
Yeah, dinner and some other shenanigans. So maybe I'll come on really drunk late tonight and insult everybody.
Good. Look forward to it.
I probably already did. But
No.
my thing, Sean is a gentleman. He's way nicer than I. He's way smarter. But my thing is, I just don't think that's Teddy's collection. You know what I mean, Tim?
Dude, this is just.
I just want to go in their house. I want to go in Andrew's house. I want to go in George Bamford, and I want to go in all these guys' houses. I want to open up the watch drawer. I want to see what's in there because I don't believe it. I don't believe
Buckley.
I gotta go.
Buckley.
You can get all those
before you leave.
You can get all those at Jama Shop.
Before you leave, I think I know why you have problem with this. This is because Teddy is not. Teddy's pretending he's giving you like good buying advice,
It's
but
terrible.
instead he's not. But that's not what he's doing in reality. In reality, he's training how you should be shopping. Okay, he's training people who have absolutely zero clue how to shop for watches, and it's the most advantageous way for him because he wants his viewers to shop the way he's shopping with this guy and basically blow
And
money.
he also has a website that has all those brands on it. Like, come on, guys. Holy shit. All right, whatever. I gotta go. Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye. Carolyn Martin, $100 super chat to support our community. Thank you so much, Carolyn. Unbelievable. Guys. This is how you do it. And guys, Tim, actually I'll tell Carolyn, I'll call you tomorrow. I'll tell you the crazy idea that I got, and I think maybe we can partner up for something. Tim. Okay. Tim.
Oh, I want to know the crazy idea. I want to know that crazy.
I can't reveal it yet.
I understand.
It's super serious. I don't want it to be stolen. It's actually a good idea, not like stupid Roman Scharf idea of buying $9,000 gold sneakers.
Well, I think that's the best thing he's ever done for the last 2 years, probably.
Yeah. Well, it's gotten him the most publicity he's ever gotten.
I'm not a fan of him, but it's, there's no such thing as good publicity for a lot of folks, and that's it.
Yeah, and you know what? The way New York Times has presented him, they did kind of present him
not great,
way, like a sneakerhead hype guy, and that's what you want when you're kind of buying a watch from someone.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think what, you need to get some high tops just like that, paint them gold.
Yeah,
and walk around these when you go to like Geneva and stuff, walk around with them and see where they go.
But let's get to the important time.
I've got to tell you, like in 2018, 2017. Mm-hmm. His hands actually influenced me to buy a great watch, which I'm still to this day pissed off that I sold a year and a half later. It really is the one. Wow. There you go. Carolyn Martin. Outstanding. It really is, in my opinion, the one and done watch. And you can't even predict the brand of this watch. I bet you. And I'm in shock. It's still a beautiful watch.
Really? In the video is still here.
The video is still there. Should I acknowledge the video?
Yeah, give it a shout out.
Okay, if you type in the video Q1538530.
Oh my God! No, you have to start from the beginning. What?
Okay, sorry about that. That's my dyslexia. It's Q1538530. Let's see if that pops up.
What is this?
There it is.
No way!
It's the best watch ever, ever for the money and everything else. They sell them on the gray market for $9,000. They used to be 45 or $6,000.
JLC sector dial chronograph.
It's chronograph. Yeah, I know you don't like it, but it's the one and done.
Speedy Hernandez wants one of these as a gift. If somebody has one, can you stop that? I can't hear anything, roommate. Sorry. Roommate is making a lot of noise right now. Hey, cut it out.
Roommate can do that. That's cool.
Cut it out. Basically, if somebody has one of these and they want to give it away to him for free as a gift, because it's unsellable anyways.
You think that is? They want $9,000 for them. I think they're still desirable. It's one of the few JLCs. They should have never discontinued this. I know you don't like it. No.
No. It's not that I don't like it.
The biggest problem is that the case back is that it doesn't have a see-through case back.
No, it does. It doesn't.
No, it does not.
No, what do you mean? I thought it does. I just saw the movement, or that was not.
They showed the movement, but it's a JLC movement. They show
It's the watchmaker took off the case back.
yes. They
Oh,
should have made it an open case back, but it's the perfect watch. It's 40 millimeters. It's 20 millimeter lugs in between the lugs.
what's the
Perfect,
thickness?
perfect size, huh? Oh, it's like 12/8, 12.
Oh, that's good
It's
thick.
really a perfect size. I mean,
And it's automatic?
it's automatic.
Oh yeah, right. I could see the
It's
rotor.
not a flyback, but I mean, it's a JLC movement.
Oh, I don't really care about the flyback.
No,
I don't even use the chronograph function at all.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
I think it's a great watch. The little, I mean, if the dial had raised numerals or something like that, it'd be almost a perfect watch. It's a JLC. I had it for a year.
Lord Flex says Tim is still salty. Teddy ignored him in the best YouTube watch people. What?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Why would I be upset, dude? Lord Flex, please, guys. I would be disappointed if I saw myself there because then I'm not doing my job.
I think regarding Teddy, I think like Mr. Wonderful got him Omega, okay, and maybe a couple other of the brands. Partnership. I think pulling in Omega is a big deal because Omega was cutting back like all of them are.
Well, Mr. Wonderful has such a great relationship with Omega?
I think Mr. Wonderful has a great relationship with almost every brand. Because think about it, everyone wants it on his wrist. These brands on his wrist, AP. I mean, I can't see him wearing an Omega.
I think Mr. Wonderful was just part of that hype bubble. He thought it was like a Bitcoin and the watches were going up, and he with his celebrity and his unapologetic, the thing is with Mr. Wonderful is that he's kind of shameless. Like he could walk in, like when he found out that Rolexes sell for more on the gray market than brand new, he probably just walked into the Rolex and said, "I'll buy every single one that sells above retail," right? And just started buying. And a lot of authorized dealers, they want to sell to a celebrity.
Everything he's put on his wrist, even currently, is still above retail.
I think he invested. Well, yeah, I think he invested a lot of money into watches. I think he probably even kept most of them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Probably still to this day. I don't know. I don't think he flipped them.
Oh, absolutely.
But I think he was definitely part of the hype. He was getting them when they were hyped. He was putting them on the red strap to promote watches even more, so they'll stand out even more. He was talking about them in a lot of videos, right? He did that Teddy talk with. Now, the Mr. Wonderful, right? Mr. Wonderful. Do you think Mr. Wonderful is that great of a guy, or is there going to be a time?
I think he's a really shrewd businessman. I really think he's a really, really shrewd businessman.
What's stopping?
I don't hate him. I don't like him. He's okay.
What's stopping?
Go ahead.
Tim G, what is stopping Mr. Wonderful from running for president after Trump fails? Like, I could see Mr. Wonderful, like, if Trump fails. I'm not saying that he will. He might.
He's not born in America. He's a Canadian.
Shit. Okay. Why are we listening to all these Canadians? They don't want anything best in our interest. Dr. Bob's Nightmare, $10 super chat. That's like, that other guy, Canadian. It's all these Canadians. Jordan Peterson, right? He's a psychiatrist from Canada, but then like he's super influential in the United States. You guys, these Canadians are just sending not their best.
I don't know him very well, so I can't comment.
The Wizard is from Canada. It's really annoying.
Is he from Canada or is he from Messina, New York?
Well, technically, he's from Messina, New York, but he moved to Canada. Actually, I don't know where he's originally from.
Okay, I don't either. The only reason why I know Messina,
he has a PO box there.
Yeah, well, the only reason why I know it is because my dad was born there. So that's the only reason why I know Messina, New York. It used to be the only Alcoa during World War II was the Alcoa plant where they made aluminum for all the airplanes during World War II. It was the only plant in the United States because they could get cheap energy because of because of Buffalo and Niagara Falls. So that's why they all moved up there, is because of cheap energy. So anyway, whatever it's worth, let's move on.
Good point. Dr. Bob's Nightmare, $10 super chat. Timmy, sometimes I worry that you'll get a real job, but then I sober up. Sent from love, Dr. Bob. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. That's right, guys. Keep super chatting. I don't want to get a real job. I want to keep doing this thing, this journalism shtick in wristwatch space. We're reporting on all most breaking news that other people I don't know. They're too scared to talk about this. I feel like this is an important moment in watch space. Andrew Morgan, he was one of the three people that I was watching when I was learning about watches. It was Tim Massa, it was Watchfinder, Tim Massa, Watchfinder, and Oshin.
That's right. I agree.
Okay, I grew up with these guys, and because Andrew had such an access to watches at Watchfinder to make those videos, it always blew my mind every single week when the new video came out, and we get to see another super crazy watch in insane definition. Like, look at this JLC, right? We get to see up close, we get to see the engine. So sometimes I would watch a Watchfinder video to see the up close details, and then I would watch Tim Masso video to get the details.
Yeah, have you seen that even Tim Masso has gone down a little bit in the last 6 months to a year? Have you seen that?
Yeah, his heart is not in it anymore.
That's how I see it. That's how I'm seeing it. I'm seeing a huge changing of the guard in the watch industry, period.
Yeah, I think Tim Masso is looking for an escape route, sell this business, and get out. He couldn't care anymore. Sometimes it's hard for him to keep a straight face, but look, he's committed. He's got so much invested. He's probably gonna come out of this with millions. He's gonna easily how much money do you think he's gonna make out of his partnership with Watchbox when he eventually
I don't know. Do you think he actually does have a partnership with Watchbox?
He's got a no shot that he doesn't. He's in every he is the face of the brand in many ways.
Yeah, it was like this guy used to be with Watchfinder with his hands. That's why I'm surprised that he didn't negotiate a cut after a while with Watchfinder, because he was part of the brand. And then he showed his face. I think he saw the writing on the wall.
Oh, okay. So let's watch the video, because I don't know what it's all about. Okay. I haven't watched it yet. So let's watch the video. Why I quit. Yeah. I hope everybody's ready. Are you ready, Tim?
Yeah, perfect. Let's do it.
So I quit Watchfinder. Yeah, things are getting real. I want to take a minute to explain why. So the big news is for me that I have officially left Watchfinder. After 13 years, we've parted ways and I'm doing my own thing. So I thought I'd take a moment to explain why, tell you what I'm doing, and answer some questions I've seen popping up a bit recently. Plus diving into some other hot topics I've seen bouncing around, like what's happening with the watch market, why there's this obsession with Rolex, and what on earth Tag Heuer are doing making reading glasses. Wait, this isn't Watchfinder. So it turns out a bunch of you think this is Watchfinder. It's not. This is Andrew Morgan Watches, AMW, and it's all my very own.
Is this a little bit too much, Tim?
Yeah, it's a tribute to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's sucking his own, whatever.
He's got his own brand. Even the T-shirt that he's wearing is branded like DCC.
Isn't that interesting? He's a goofy looking guy.
He kind of looks like a Disney character a little bit.
He does.
But the logo,
big mistake
reminds me a little bit of what was it? Daily Car Crash or something. There's a YouTube channel, DCC, and this looks very similar. Andrew Morgan. I don't get it. And I don't understand this logo. Is this cool logo? Should I do something like that? Like that
Yes,
TW?
I've been
Yeah.
saying this for like forever. Don't put your face on
Ah.
it. Do some like community Timmy or something. I don't
Andrew
know.
Morgan watches. Tim Wright watches. Should I change it to
Have-
Tim Wright watches live? Or
I
no,
don't know.
Tim Wright. I should Tim Wright. Then I do this thing. Talking watches.
Look at, he's got his own little
Live.
avatar and everything.
Huh?
Yeah, he's got his own little gig there. You don't have that.
Yeah. You think maybe that's going to like explode my algorithm? People will actually understand what my channel is all about, right? Tim Wright
I think
talking
so.
watches live, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna change it now. Should I change it? Should I change it to Tim Wright talking?
Yes, let's do it.
What do you guys think? Let me know
Yeah.
in the chat, guys, if you
Have
think.
a poll. Make a poll.
Should I make a poll? Yeah, let's make a poll.
I think it'd be a good idea.
Should I change the name of my
Bob NYC.
channel
That's pretty funny.
to Tim Wright talking watches live? Here we go. Okay, here we go. Boom. Okay. Yeah. Yes, no. All right. The poll is now live. Go in the chat. Or should it be like Tim Wright, wristwatch news daily? Maybe that's a better name. Okay. We'll treat this one as there's so many possibilities now. Tim.
Yeah,
This
I think it'd be a good idea.
Era. Tim Wright is becoming the. I think I'm gonna go into the next phase, guys. If you have great ideas for the channel, how I could co-brand it, I wanted Tim Wright. That's my name, and then the thing is, I don't like how Andrew did it because he put Andrew Morgan watches. That should have been that doesn't make sense. It should have been just Andrew Morgan, and then that dash, and then talking hands. That's it. He doesn't need this watches part. What's the watches part? I don't get it.
Well, you're specifically zeroing in on watches, though.
It sounds like he's watching.
I wouldn't put that in.
He's looking at talking hands. That doesn't make any sense.
I wouldn't put that in either because he's restricted to only watches, even though he is talking about watches.
Yeah. Let's see. How is his videos doing?
We'll see where he goes. We'll see.
His videos are doing pretty well. If actually, dude, his videos on his personal channel, look at this. I think they're doing better than the new videos for Watchfinder.
I think you should model yourself on YouTube like Johnny Carson. Just say live Tim Wright.
Talking watches live?
No, just say live Tim Wright.
Tim Wright live?
Yeah.
Gorilla Time says Tim Wright live.
That's exactly right. Something like that. Just like Johnny Carson did during his era. Maybe I'm dating myself again.
Yeah, TWW, Tim Wright watches. That's just it's too. I don't know. It's too generic. Tim Wright, watching.
That's actually good. I like it.
Oh yeah. Some of these are not very serious. Tim Wright's daily Rolex giveaway. Then people will definitely watch. They'll be glued to the screen. When is he doing it?
Every month.
I want to give away a Rolex someday. I remember, I think it was either Theo and Harris or no, I think it was actually Teddy who gave away a Rolex at 100,000 subscribers. Yeah.
Wow.
I think he did that. Rob F. How about Tim Wright? Never wrong. You freaking troll.
Yeah, that's right. Rob F. Just notice though all the changes happening now in the watch industry. Look at all the. I mean, it's
the gig is up.
Well, yeah, until somebody figures it out. Someone figures it out. You know, I mean, other than buying even with the gray market dealers, the gig is totally up. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens in the next 12 months, not only to the gray market dealers, but also some of these brands. Will I be able to get my Chopek titanium watch in 2025? Do you think they'll be around?
The Chapek? Oh no, I think they're done.
I think so too.
You know, as the saying goes, you can run with the lie, but you can't hide from
Beautiful
the truth.
beautiful movement in the back, though.
Yeah.
I think they're done. It's 14K right off the door.
Look at all these amazing videos. Do you understand?
Yeah, he did.
This
They did it. He
Watchfinder, by the way, Tim, Watchfinder was also the first channel where I found out about Richard Mille. They introduced me to Richard Mille.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, before this, I didn't know. Like I might have came across some images, but
They did a great job. They always had the camera in the background, and then they had the wooden table, and then they showed the watch with the hands, and then he's like O'Sheen. He's great talker. So he's convincing. So very, they did a great job. They did a great job. I don't think it will ever be matched.
where they lost me is when they changed the style from where they have all original footage. So like here they start out, they're only talking about things that they have in hand. Like here they have this date chest, they actually talking about it. And they have it physical. They have it physically in the store. They can open the case back and show you. Look at the Daytona movement, how beautiful it is. The finish, even the old finish, there's just something about it.
No, I
It
agree.
looks clean and inoffensive,
It's beautiful, actually.
right?
Yeah, that's the old Zenith movement, right?
No, I think that's it says Daytona.
I don't know.
How would you know?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm looking at the column wheel, and then I'm looking at the balance cock, which has a full bridge, and that's something Rolex is doing. But I don't know. Let's see. Hold on a second. Was this a Zenith movement?
I don't know.
Hold on. Here. Oh my god. They don't flip this Daytona. They never show us which one it is. Dang. Okay, never mind. But see, they have it's all their own footage. Every single frame of these videos that they're making they're making it in-house with their own footage that they're filming in the studio. And then they change to this style of video where it's a lot of it is B-roll. And they find stuff online. Like I can go to a Glashuda website and download this footage.
Yeah, no, I agree. They even put Baltic on there. Isn't that interesting? I forgot that one, but yeah, they did.
That's pretty badass. I think this is their old footage.
It's another brand I think that's going to go under.
Baltic? Yeah. No, Baltic is cheap enough, and they're great homage brand, I think.
Okay, I personally think that there's too many watches in that space at that price. What do you think?
Sorry, say it again.
There's too many watches in that price range.
Oh, at the Baltic?
At the Baltic price range. So either they'll have to come out.
But there's some of the best in that price point. See, if they were bad quality watches at that price point, there's a lot of absolute garbage in there. And Baltic stands out, at least for now. If they can keep that quality up, and
they compete against Hamilton and Tissot. So obviously Hamilton and Tissot will be around because they're with the big boys, and Hamilton has everyone likes their khaki watch. Baltic is homage, you're right, and they're upscale for that level. Okay, we'll see what happens. We're gonna see.
Go on.
I quit Watchfinder. Yeah, things are getting real. I want to take a minute to explain why. So the big news is for me that I have officially left Watchfinder. After 13 years, we've parted ways and I'm doing my own thing. So I thought I'd take a moment to explain why, tell you what I'm doing and answer some...
This is kind of crazy that he quits Watchfinder and he starts his own thing, but he's doing the same thing he was doing for Watchfinder. I don't know who wrote the contract, but usually you wouldn't want, because he's gonna take all the Watchfinders subscribers and basically transfer them over to his own channel.
Yeah, but he's got to have the content over time. I don't know
Yeah,
if they can pull it off.
it
I don't
it
know.
just look. I don't know modern agreements like this. Usually, when you're hired to do videos for a company, it, they don't usually hire a guy who then will walk away with all the fruits of that labor that Watchfinder paid him for, right? That was creating, so cultivating an audience like this.
Oh, I
Usually
agree.
there'd be a non-compete clause.
I totally agree. I totally agree. But again, Richmond owns.
They might
What?
sue him for this though. Like,
Do you think so? Nah,
I
I don't think he's done
Richmond,
anything
they're
bad.
freaking assholes. If they feel like they could, and to teach a lesson to him and a bunch of other people, like, I don't know, I would be scared personally, like to quit and then keep making videos in the exactly same style that you were making for Watchfinder, because you would think that Watchfinder they have the rights to that type of videos, and when he leaves, it's almost like he's stealing the trademark. Imagine if I hired you to make me a painting, Tim, right?
Yep.
And you do the painting, and then you leave, and then you start making the same painting you made for me and start selling it to other people. I don't know. It just seems like
Yeah, but
it is.
that happens to a lot of industries. It's almost like a lawyer working underneath another lawyer, a younger lawyer working
Yeah.
underneath a bunch of lawyers and then breaking off on his own. So unless they have a compete clause in some sort of contract, which I don't think he did. I don't
Let's
think
hope
he.
not. Let's hope
Yeah,
not.
let's hope not.
Because
Yeah.
the problem is, like, Richemont is such a big company that if their lawyers find out, they could go after him if they know that they legally can. So I don't know.
It's just fascinating that everything is like changing as we speak. I mean,
every YouTube
Paul Thorpe, complete
Bark
like
and Jack.
Bark and Jack. It's incredible how everyone. I mean, Teddy's doing.
Ted is going authorized.
Authorized, which is probably really good, especially in the Cleveland market for that niche.
Yeah.
I mean, just incredible the changes going on in the watch industry right now. It's just incredible.
It's truly end of an era.
Yeah, I think it was too rich before.
Nico Leonard is going into cars, right? That's another wristwatch.
Is he getting into cars?
Yeah.
What does he know about cars? I mean, give me a break.
Well, he knows the transmission because he blows them out all the time. So he's expert at.
It's interesting. I mean, Paul Thorpe looked at jewelry for a while. I'm sure that didn't do well. They were hyping, what is it? All the fake diamonds, which to me, I still wouldn't buy one. So I just look at all this stuff and I'm saying, oh my God, look at what they're doing. Crazy.
The watch grift is dying. Exactly. And the thing is, a lot of these people, like, they have to get out to save face, or maybe they just completely lost all the respect. Like, their tactics are no longer working on the audience that they're talking to, right? And I think that was part of the big reason why Paul stopped doing watches, because people listened to him, and where did that lead them to the timepiece gentleman, right? And he can no longer argue anything, because, hey, we trusted you with the timepiece gentleman, and look, people got robbed. So he lost respect in that. And and Andrew, I feel like he was working for Watchfinder, and a lot of people, just comment section was just endless roasting of them spruiking Richmond. Like, people just see through it, and I don't know. I feel like, Andrew was like had to leave because especially because he revealed his face, right? And now his brand is associated with Watchfinder. Part of me is like thinking, well, maybe he doesn't want to. Maybe he himself personally might feel that he likes Rolex, that he wants to make good video. I'm not. I don't care. I don't personally. I don't care whether he likes Rolex or not. I want to know what his honest opinion of the brand is, and not what Richemont wants him to say about it. So it'll be interesting to watch and see if his opinion changes. Actually, I'll try to watch some videos side by side.
And see where it goes and see, compare and contrast.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's get into the nitty gritty.
Questions I've seen popping up a bit.
Huh?
But look, that shirt of his. You need something like that. See, you should be selling stuff like that. $80. $80.
We'll get
Put
to it. I'm not in the rush to sell out. I mean, I don't even have audience big enough to buy.
They would buy that.
And why do you want to buy it? What's the?
I don't know. We added to the collection to buy a hoodie and stuff like that. You know, like everyone wears what is it? Red Shovel and Brian, and it seems like everyone wears.
Yeah, if we want the nice
bunny.
Tim Wright brand is the bunny. What's it called? The Psycho Bunny. Yeah, Psycho Bunny. That's my brand. I have no profit motive in it. It's great brand, good quality. It's a little bit expensive, but the quality is really
a little bit expensive. It's not like Montclair, but it's a little bit expensive.
Yeah.
Recently, plus diving into some other hot topics I've seen bouncing around, like what's happening with the watch market, why there's this obsession with Rolex.
Do you like this kind of background, this bluish background with the blue t-shirt?
It's just bland. But you're focusing on him, so that's probably what he wants.
So, in filmography, there is this law of like good colors that work together, and orange and blue works really good together. So his skin tone is, I'm not saying it's orange, but it is on the orangey side, and he's got this light blue.
No, it's called pale, but that's okay.
Pale. But it does, the colors are very pleasant, and I've seen, at least he took out those AirPods, because he did some videos with AirPods in, and I personally cannot stand looking at someone in video who's wearing AirPods. The AirPods look, I understand if you're doing a live stream and you're on the street and that's the only thing you got, but if you're shooting a video in the studio, take the AirPods out. It just looks way better.
Hey, so I'm real quickly, I'm looking at your website right now.
Mm-hmm.
How many mugs do you have left?
No, I'm not selling anything right now. There's some test stuff.
Okay. All right. So those T-shirts you're not selling?
They're for sale, but nobody ever bought them. I don't even know if they'll arrive.
That's the one with the red shovel. Oh, okay. That's the one with red shovel and some watches, and you've got the white guy and the Hispanic chick on there. Yeah,
this is for the supporters of That Watch Guy UK channel.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, I have it.
Very attractive mug. Model, that's a good mug right there.
You like it?
How many of those do you have left?
Yeah, I drew this image, so
I like it.
Yeah. There's also some crime scene tape T-shirt.
Yeah. So you do have a few.
I need to send one of these to Cam. This mug is pretty good.
Have Cam pay that for it. Don't send it. Just have him buy it. He said he didn't buy you guys dinner. Oh yeah, that's good right there.
Pretty cool, right? That could make for a great gift of if someone is a fan of That Watch Guy UK, this could be a great gift for them. It's cool.
Actually, you got both Daytonas. Is that a Daytona and a Zenith, or a Daytona and a Daytona?
No, that was the new one, the 2024.
Oh, okay. Anyway, back to the video.
Okay, here we go.
And what on earth Tag Heuer are doing making reading glasses.
Wait, this isn't Watchfinder.
So it turns out a bunch of you think this is Watchfinder. It's not. This is
right.
Andrew Morgan Watches, AMW, and it's all my very own. We wants it. We needs it. My precious.
Ooh, that's a little bit too much.
Yeah, that's a little bit too much. That's kind of scary.
It is. It is. I'm freaked out.
It's cringy.
It's trying too hard. It's just watches.
So a few years ago, it dawned on me that the channel I'd created at Watchfinder, I had no ownership of. I was an employee of the business, and so therefore the channel belonged to the business.
Exactly. That's how being an employee is. What did you think? They're gonna give you the channel when you leave? They don't. Okay.
I wish I'd made this realization sooner because it prompted me, with Watchfinder's permission, to create my own channel, the one you're watching now.
Oh, okay. So he had to get permission from Watchfinder to create his own channel. Interesting.
Yeah.
So there is like they legally gave him that permission to do it, and now he left. It's almost how long ago did he create this YouTube channel? Okay, let's see it. Let's see here.
You know, I didn't know it existed until today, until I saw it in the What's Up watch chat when you put it in.
Really?
I didn't even know it existed.
Oh, it existed. It definitely existed, and I bet it's like literally 1 year to the date. Oh, 1 year. When did he
yeah.
create this channel?
Interesting.
August 2nd. Okay. So it's not to the date, but he created the channel August 2nd, 2022. It's 1 year and a half since the creation. Very interesting.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever noticed it today.
Interesting that he decided to like make his own YouTube channel about watches. So maybe he was passionate, or maybe because he knows that's what he knows most. Whoa, John Pitcher, $50. Keep going.
I've got a long way to go in making this channel anywhere near as successful as the Watchfinder one, which I created way back in 2013 with the first video, a 7 million view monster depicting the disassembly of a caliber 313.
See, the reason this channel will not be as successful because it's playing B-roll footage from AP's website. When people see this, they instantly want to tune out because they already seen these images on Audemars Piguet website. So,
hey, I got to tell you, is that a code 1159?
yeah, that's with the million complications. It's got like 30 complications. It's got every complication known to man.
It's gonna break every.
The action.
Yeah, look at that.
When I faced the harsh realization that I sounded like a castrated church mouse, and so I began a journey of building a catalogue of content whilst simultaneously hoping puberty would hit. With some voice training based on dubious exercises I found on the internet, 90 cigarettes a day, and just the general wear and tear of getting older, I eventually found the sweet spot. Do I regret not getting some kind of ownership stake in the Watchfinder channel? Do I wish that I'd started my own channel sooner? Do I feel sad at that bit in Toy Story 3 where Andy gives away his toys to that little girl instead of putting them on eBay and making some sweet cash? Of course, but past decisions are only mistakes if I don't learn from them.
Oh, shit.
In other words, he fucked up.
Oh, my God. He fucked up so bad.
Yeah, he
because
really did. He
Tim,
really did.
I kid you not. I think it was Andrew Morgan, I think, and the Watchfinder videos, because those are some of the most viewed videos about watches on YouTube. I think that was what literally created the bubble and all of this insane craze, right? There were other people, right, who were in the game, but Andrew, he like supercharged it, right? Because the content he produced at that time was the highest quality watch content on YouTube that existed.
I agree.
And Yeah, I think in large part, and for him to get completely, well, he didn't get completely fucked. I mean, look, he made some kind of salary, uh, for making the videos, but he didn't have any investment. Like he didn't own any stock in Watchfinder. So, like, dude, like he got screwed over so hard. Like, it was probably his videos that made Watchfinder as a brand become desirable for Richemont to buy them. So he makes the videos. They pay him like whatever they pay a videographer, right? Just base salary, and then they sell a company for millions, right? And he gets no cut of that.
No, I agree. I
He
agree.
gets nothing.
Yeah, he basically got totally douched. I hate to say that.
Oh, it's
And he's probably going to be bitter in his life over it too. He stayed in too long. He stayed in. He should have gotten out in like 2019, 2020. And then he could have rode the bubble.
and
But
he at
this
that
is all
time he
Monday
was
morning.
just hands. He was faceless.
Yeah,
This
but
is
you
a
know the
faceless
hands.
hero.
The hand. All you needed was the hands. So all he needed was the hands. He could have
Well,
just
that's
done
for the
hands.
market. See, for the market, but like for him to get any recognition, for him to be known as the guy responsible for the rise in like in becoming watches becoming a bubble is also, let's be honest, it's as much, we're as much as grateful for
Well,
Andrew
the
creating
issue
the
that
hype. We also
yeah,
blame him because then it all exploded because he was responsible for,
the issue that he's got, in my opinion, is that
yeah,
I do watch Andrew Bark and Jack now when he comes back fully, and
yeah.
basically he's going to go run against a guy like that. That guy and he's Bark and Jack guy is like a guy's guy. This guy is still trying to figure out.
Tim
I think,
G. This
huh?
guy is the Oppenheimer of the watch community. He's the guy who created the a wristwatch atomic bomb that blew up.
Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true. I had to think about that. That's true. Absolutely.
He was doing it for good, but
Yeah. He
it
just
was
stayed in. He
taken
stayed.
away from him. Just like Oppenheimer didn't fly the bomb and drop it. He wasn't the president in charge. He was just the employee tasked with creating the bomb before the other people do it. And he did it. He created this watch finder, this 1 million subscriber megaton bomb that was dropped onto people and got them all crazed uh, for watches. People went out, they freaking bought everything, and then they lost their shirt. Well, not all of them, but it's not his fault. Yeah.
It's not his fault, but he stayed in too long. He stayed without like getting a piece. He stayed in too long.
In a way, it's a really tragic story.
It really is. It's very sad
Yeah.
because Richmond basically effed him.
Richmond screwed him over. Screwed
Yeah,
him over
absolutely,
twice.
absolutely.
And they might even come back. Like, you never know. I mean, those guys.
No, I don't think they're
he's-
gonna. I don't think they're gonna go after him.
Tim,
I know.
if he's successful, if his channel is successful, and Richmond sees that they could sue him and get some kind of money out of him that's gonna be more than the cost of them doing a lawsuit, you don't think they will? It's Richmond. Come on, man.
Nah, I don't think they're going to. I don't. I think they're going to move on. I think Richmond's. I think they've got more problems with their. You know, this is what happened to Hodinky. Then when they bought Crown and Caliber, they probably were trying to do this model that Richmond has. They don't have the money behind them, and so basically, I think all these gray market shops are going to get crushed.
It's Russell. It's because it's like I'll explain. Okay, let me play you a video. Let me play you a video so you understand. Let me show you something. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Let me play you this video, okay? And I'll go use the restroom. And Tim, just watch the video, and then I'll have your reaction, okay? Just
Okay.
there you go.
I was sitting in the hall at Portland State drawing perspective. Phil Knight happened to walk by when I happened to mention that I couldn't afford to take oil painting. And he said that if I'd like the job, he'd pay me so much an hour to letter some signs. And that's really how I met Phil, and then it started from there.
Carolyn, thank you. It's good to see you again. Who, as everyone here knows, invented the Nike swoosh and got paid the outrageous sum of $35 for it.
We paid her $2 an hour, and I never thought she'd spend 17 and a half hours on the project.
A lot of the designs would start with one design and then maybe 6 or 7 modifications to that to see if it would work. You know? So I guess there weren't hundreds, but it just felt like it at the time.
When we gave her the $35, we did ask her not to cash it right away. We decided to have this little day to pay our respects, and I guess we have 1 or 2 other small tokens of our appreciation and affection.
She was presented today with a series of gifts, a Nike ring with her own trademark on it, the swoosh,
Thank you very much. It's beautiful.
and a stock certificate for probably $150.
Wow. That's really...
The price keeps going down, it's worthless too.
When we planned this, that was worth a lot.
Maybe the price wasn't great at the time. They paid what I charged, though, you know. But I've gotten so many referrals from the people that I worked with at the time. You know, geez, it's been great.
There you go. So, what can we glean from that video that I just played there? Because Russell asked a really important question. What Tosh? Andrew worked for Watchfinder. Why the hell should he get stock? The videos were made by Watchfinder using their money and pieces. You know, I think that he should get stock. He should get a part of it because he was more than just employee. He was responsible for their extraordinary success. Just like this lady that created a Nike swoosh for Nike all the way back in the day. And then Nike came back and said, you know, we paid you what you charged, right? Because that's what Andrew got. He got what he charged them, right, for his video skills. But he gave them more than just the product. He gave them incredible success. And I think it's just the right thing to do for Watchfinder and for Richemont to give him his fair share.
I agree.
Because it's the right thing to do. It's not, that's it. There's no why. It's because it's the right thing to do. That's what brands should do for employees to go above and beyond and take them to the next stratosphere.
It's never going to happen. It's
never going to happen, though. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because these brands, they don't care. They take people, they use them, they throw them aside, and they pick up somebody else.
That's exactly right. And they'll suck your blood, and then
they'll suck every single dollar. They'll pay you the least they possibly can, and they'll get everything they can get out of you. They'll discard you like yesterday's trash.
That's exactly right. And not only that, but their sales are probably down massively in the last year or two. So they're probably cutting their employees down completely too.
Yeah, they're probably let's be honest. I think the Richemont is going to lose money on the purchase of Watchfinder. I don't know if they're going to be selling as many watches.
On this go, yeah.
It's karma. See, it's karma coming back. They've got the greedy bastard.
It's interesting. They've got really some great brands. Like they've got. So I'm a golfer. They've got Peter Millar, which is a clothing outfit store for golfing. Great brand. That they've got Dunhills, which I buy a lot of clothes from London. They have Dunhills. They have Purdy, which is another. They have like these real expensive shotguns that are like $30,000-$40,000. They're like the Patek Philippe of shotguns. Richmond has a ton of brands, ton of great brands. So if they need to rob Peter to pay Paul on their branding, they can. So JLC, I don't know how they would make it otherwise.
I have no idea how JLC is going to make it because it's going to be a rough for JLC.
I don't know how they're going to make it either. They put the JLC boutique with the Panerai boutique in Boston, which used to be the Burberry store in Boston. Burberry's closed down, and they put the boutique of watch store. I don't know how JLC is going to make it. I mean, if they didn't have Richmond, they'd be sucking.
I lost a member, not even a subscriber, a $25 a month member over some JLC bullshit.
Really, that's too bad.
Yeah, I know. I made a joke about how they're probably going to go out of business because they're doing so terrible.
I don't think they'll go out of business, but I think they're going to.
Well, they're part of Richemont, so they could kind of coast, and they're probably making some money, but they're going to have to cut their whatever watches they're producing. I don't just maybe look. We're just way too involved, Tim G. Sometimes we do live a little bit in the bubble here.
Oh, absolutely, and we're into hype brands, and they're really not a hype brand. Like their master collection is actually really nice if you want a $6,000 to $7,000. I think they're like 12 now though, $6,000 or $7,000 watch. They're beautifully made. I mean,
but they're great to buy at a bargain price, Tim.
Absolutely, John.
Mark picked up one for nothing, for peanuts.
Absolutely correct. Like what Lucci did with the Polaris. Okay, he didn't pay $9,000 for that, $12,000 for that thing. He paid whatever he paid for it.
$5,500.
Yeah, perfect, beautiful. It's a great watch.
It's cheap, man. It's cheap.
That's how you have to buy those watches. But I mean, even the Reversos, they're great watches. But I mean, unless you're a real collect enthusiast,
it's hard to wear them.
Yeah, I don't like square watch. Personally, I don't like square watch. I like the Polaris too, but they're not worth $10,000. They're worth $500.
Yeah, people talk about quality of JLC, but like they say JLC.
I love that.
Quality at Rolex price.
I love that watch. Okay, I love this watch.
Yeah.
The problem is that if I was in my 20s or 30s, I'd probably consider it if I had $10,000. But the thing is that you're better off waiting a couple of years and picking it up on the gray market.
Yes. Look, it's the gray market right now. Oh, it's 10,000. It's too much. Let me see.
Yeah, it's too much. It's the boutique edition.
Yeah, about 10,300.
I've been eyeing it. Like when I'm on a plane, some guy had it on. Some guy was wearing it. It was actually pretty nice. We were talking about it. Yeah. I like them, but they're not worth $12,000. In my opinion, they're not worth $12,000. But
they're not worth $9,000. That's
they put the new movement in them though, so they have like a longer. This one has the longer
power reserve.
Power reserve. It's like 72 hours. What I don't like about this watch is that the rehat to turn it, it's not a screw down crown. So I don't understand how it's still 100 meters because I still think.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't. That's what I'm a little bit concerned about.
They have to
be screwed down. But what I like about it is if you turn it over, the cases you can see the movement.
The movement is a little bit too small for the case.
It's too small. Bingo. It's too small.
Yeah, it's too small.
Okay, it's too small. But I mean, it's
lovely movement, but that's not a Patek finish movement. It's good finish. I like the finish, but that's not Patek quality.
It's a teeny movement, and that's the problem with the chronograph. Their chronograph too is that their movement in the back, even though you see it, it's small.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a real issue. But yeah, it's a nice watch, but not for 12 grand. I mean, they're smoking something. I don't get these price increases that these watch companies are doing. I just don't get it. I mean, you think they just hold back, especially if they know they foresee what the economy is doing. I mean, Germany is in a recession right now, and that's the largest economic power in Europe, and so I don't get it. Anyway.
Yeah. Let's keep going here with the video.
And so I'm looking forward to what's happening next.
So you're not doing videos on Watchfinder anymore?
Nope, just AMW. The team at Watchfinder will continue to publish videos without me, but you'll only see me here on AMW. How can I justify such a decision? Carefully. What's very important to me is for the AMW YouTube channel to be a platform for my thoughts and feelings about the industry, the watches, and the people, to share with you what I've discovered, what excites me, and what makes me want to spit in an envelope and mail it.
So how is he going to fund this channel? This is the most.
I don't know that. I was thinking about that myself. The other thing is that you're probably going to see him at like Watches and Wonders in Geneva. He has to go because he doesn't have the funds to buy all these watches unless someone's going to give it to him. So
I have to buy my tickets. I have to buy my flight soon.
Yeah. You need to do that. You definitely need to do that.
Guys, if anybody wants to help me out with the tickets for the Watch Time New York, Watches and Wonders, Watches and Wonders. I'm sharing room with Red Shovel, but all the super chats that are sent, I'm gonna use them towards the flight and the food while there. So I really appreciate. Thank you so much, John Pitcher, Dr. Bob's Nightmare, Carolyn Martin, Chalk Flew Up, James, Shelby, Derek M, and America. Guys, thank you so much for super chatting and contributing your funds towards the coverage that I will bring you guys from Watches and Wonders. At the moment, I'm staying there for 3 nights. If I could get a little bit more funding, I could actually maybe get another night or 2. It depends.
Sleep in the bathtub with OC and Small
OC said
G.
he doesn't want me in his room. So
Small G said that. Tell him that tell Small G you'll give him a wrench and he'll stay in your room.
Small G is gonna let me stay in his room for rent. I don't like to give wrenches,
What is Small G? I'm going back to this. What is Small G and Kevin absolutely going to do in maliciously with a wrench? Nothing.
No, but why am I giving? It's for.
I thought that was about Negroni too, though. I thought that about Negroni.
Tim, it's all about. So look, I'm just gonna share your secret with you, and I'm never gonna talk about it again. Look, the thing is, the wrenches, they have this kind of power dynamic.
Yeah,
people with wrenches, people without wrenches look at people with wrenches like they're more important.
Yeah, it's like people who live on the ocean versus people that have a house on the ocean. So
exactly.
I look down at everybody because they don't live on the ocean.
Exactly. And so I don't want that happening in the chat before out of no reason. For me, it's not like I don't want wrenches to be people living on the beach with a beachfront view or a lake access, right?
Yeah, that's exactly
wrenches is about a job. In fact, people with wrenches, they should be looked at as the servants of other people in the chat. They're the police officers, right?
Well, the thing is,
they're there to keep peace.
Kimbo would probably do a community channel if he gave a wrench, and so would probably.
No, he has keys. Why doesn't he do? He did one stream. He started one community after dark, but actually, I'm gonna talk to you guys. We need more streams, especially because I was so focused on this whole Roman Sharf shoe shenanigans that we've been lacking watch content. Mall thread, £2 super chat. You're not staying with me, sunshine. That's what I'm saying. So look, it's all in the interest.
Sleep in the bathtub with OC's room and Small G.
I would, but they told me they don't want to do that. So look, unless I can fundraise. Look, it's like $500 a night, so
Yeah,
it's
and
expensive.
that's that city's
That's
one
a
of the
cheap one, yeah.
I know that city's like so effing expensive. I mean, the foods. I mean, it's all good. It's a European city with no chemicals in their food or whatever. But the thing is the city's so expensive.
Look, last year I had. You're not gonna believe it, Tim. Last year I had a really generous viewer PayPal me like $1,000 for a flight to Geneva because I can't afford going there, and I was able to bring all that
It's
content.
it's $1,500 probably to fly you over, right? But not
I
first
haven't
class.
bought flights yet. No, it's gonna be like $1,000, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna book. Yeah, I'm gonna book flights after the stream end.
The sad thing is you're probably flying out of JFK, so
Yes.
that to me is like a third world airport still, but that's okay.
Yeah. But look, listen as it is right now. I'm flying for 3 days. If people want to fund my extra 1 2 days, I could do that. But listen, nobody has to. There's no pressure. It's just for extra content. And if somebody wants to do it, it's no pressure to do it. But if they want to do it, PayPal link is in the chat right now, and people can find it on my website. That's how I do these shows. How else, Tim? How else am I going to go there?
No, I totally get it. You gotta.
And then fly, and I'm not going to be able to accomplish everything. So it's either somebody, either we collectively help me go there so I could do the show, or maybe somebody wants to do it personally. Either way, I'm going to be there for 3 days, so we got that. So there's no pressure. I think 3 days is more than enough. Personally, I don't even going to go there for more than 3 days.
Personally,
it's
I do
freaking
think
exhausting.
I think 3 days is. I think 3 days is probably
It's more than enough.
It's probably enough.
Yeah.
I always think that every 2 hours you fly, when you fly over 5 hours, every 2 hours you fly, you should spend a day. So you should actually. You're Nick and Tuck. It's gonna be tough.
Speedy Hernandez, $2 super chat. This is for peanuts on the plane to Geneva. Thank you, Speedy Hernandez. Everybody, look, people help how they can. I appreciate all the contributions, and there's no need to contribute over, or if it if it affects you in your personal life. So it's all good, guys. It's gonna be incredible watches and wonders. I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna try. And by the way, YouTube has updated its live streaming software. So hopefully it's going to be a lot more stable than it was back in Dubai. Hopefully we're not going to lose like hours and hours, because I lost over 16 hours of footage from Dubai. You know that, Tim? It's devastating.
Yeah, how did you lose that? I bet you YouTube basically got rid of it.
Yes, that's right. YouTube is just busted. And when I was doing,
I don't think it's
riddled
busted.
with bugs.
I think they control their content. I think
it's just riddled with bugs. They're new to this.
Okay.
They keep changing and fucking around with live streams. They keep introducing new features, removing other features.
So do you think it was YouTube, or do you think it was the internet?
It's definitely YouTube, because
Okay.
I'll even tell you what it was. It was they added new feature. Basically, what happens when you live stream, it also records the live stream locally. Imagine that. So it saves the live stream onto the iPhone, onto the hard drive. And then when the live stream is over, if there were patches of low definition, what it does, it's supposed to upload the local copy, which is higher definition. You understand? It's like it's recording locally at 720p, but then when it streams, it changes. Sometimes when you lose internet, it will go down to like 480. Sometimes it goes to 360, but locally it saves it all in HD. You understand? And that feature was broken. It wasn't working properly. So when the stream ended and it went into that mode of fix, it would just, there were patches that it didn't save, and those got completely deleted. So I was I didn't realize that was what was happening.
Well,
So I
I
had
personally think that was probably one of your best streams, and I personally think that is the best watch show
yeah.
because I think they can. I think they
That's
can
where
take.
the news are broken. All the new watches are gonna be there.
Well, the other thing
This is it.
they,
This is what it's all about. It's this one thing.
yeah, no, I get it. I understand.
So, and I've always relied on kind of viewer support. So I threw it out there. People, if somebody wants to help, please help. If you can't help, and there you go. Let's get back to the subject matter. Enough of the begging, Timmy. We get it.
And I'm incredibly grateful that you've supported me in making that become a possibility. The reality is that your support is what will continue to make this possible for me as well. That's why I've gone full influencer and created a Patreon for
So it's like we're going from one influencer begging for super chats and money to make content to another influencer doing the same thing. Okay. I didn't plan that this was going to go this way. Sorry about that.
anyone who would like to help me on my way. You don't have to do it.
Let's drop Andrew's Patreon. Just listen, one influencer to another. I know how it is. It's hard, guys. Become members. Link to Andrew Morgan's Patreon is, oh, look at this. You can become a legend for just $3 a month. You have to pay like $500 on my channel to become a legend. That's cheap. It's cheap. Okay, but he's got like a million levels here. Oh, it gets. Oh, damn! He got 1,000 a month membership level.
You need that.
Eccentric gazillionaire.
You actually need that. I think you're up to like $500. I was just looking at it like yesterday.
Yeah, nobody signed up for $500. It's. Oh, these are limited spots. It's either that or leave it to the cat. Ah, look at that. So there's only 10 people that Andrew limited these. You see it? Custom
do me a favor. Throw down the link for this stream right now.
To what? To this Patreon?
No, for this stream right now. Maybe someone else.
Oh, somebody wants to jump on the stream. Okay.
Just in case. Boston's in town.
The link is in the chat, guys. If somebody wants to join us, hop on.
Someone that's more knowledgeable. I miss Diego and I miss Boston. Wherever they were, I miss them.
Diego, he's
probably taking a break. That's fine.
Taking a break.
I hope so.
Should I change my name? Should I change the name of my channel to Tim Wright Talking Watches Live? Guys, the poll, the results are in. 115 people voted. 55% say yes. So we're gonna think about whether Talking Watches Live moniker is gonna stay, or are we gonna come up with something else? I'll think about it and I'll come back to you guys tomorrow. We'll revisit the renaming of the channel. Yeah.
Rebranding,
yeah. You know what I should do? that should be the perk of for the $500 that you get to name the other half. It's Tim Wright, and you can put whatever you want. If you become the $500 member, you could become Talking to Cat. You just put anything you want. Talking Cats.
Yeah.
But look, I wouldn't like somebody who's malicious. It's malicious. Okay, let's keep going here.
And you definitely shouldn't feel any guilt or pressure to do it. Only to say that for every Patreon subscriber I get, that's one less puppy I'll kick in the face with a steel toe cap boot. Your choice.
I hope he's not going to do that, actually.
What watch is that? That's a good looking watch.
The Bethune. It has nothing to do with the conversation in the question.
That's a good looking watch.
I know. You know who has this watch?
No.
George V.
Oh, of course he does.
The G money.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's this run? That's a good looking watch.
This is like 100K. It's more than 100K. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It is, right? It's got that titanium plate, and then they put this Milky Way. They applied, these white gold dots. I have no idea how they did it. I hope they won't come off ever.
George V's got this watch?
Yeah.
You do an unboxing?
He did, yeah. And he
Okay.
brought it to Vegas. To the community watch
Good
community.
looking watch. Good looking watch. I think it's a good looking watch.
You like it?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, it's so cool. It's no wonder.
There's a link in the description. And
Oh, wait, it was going like a quartz for some reason. What's
Yeah,
wrong?
well, that could be a
Yeah.
whatever they call
Oh,
it.
it's deadbeat seconds. That's why.
Yeah, it's deadbeats. Yeah.
Holy shit! It's a different complication. Wow.
Good looking son of a gun.
Yeah.
Your support is what will continue to make this possible for me as well. That's why I've gone full influencer and created a Patreon for anyone.
I don't like that. I really, honestly,
That's the only thing I don't like about it, but that's all right. I love this watch.
Garbage.
That's okay. I like it. I'd take it with a deadbeat. You know, that was the other thing. Like JLC had like a really.
That's what my mother calls me. So I don't want
that. No. Long story short, JLC had these great deadbeat watches. They got rid of them. They were made for doctors during their time because you could tell the time they're doing the pulse.
Yes, it's good because you can actually count seconds with like a Rolex. Yeah, there's no way.
Now they're called quartz watches, but that's okay.
Interesting. Yeah. It's definitely the only way if you want to be able to audibly count pulse, then you need deadbeat seconds, or can you just look at
that's why JLC made that. Yep.
Interesting. And this is also Remontoire. Oh god, it's got every complication. He saw it in Vegas, very nice piece, but the titanium threw me off a bit. Titanium.
That's really $100,000 with titanium, huh? That's a lot of money. I wish that was like platinum.
Yeah.
I'm old school.
It's comfort. The thing is, once you get to certain level, metals no longer represent what they.
I understand, but I'm old school.
Gold, Tim. If they made this in gold, people would say, why would you pay $100,000 for this in gold? Well, you can get a date in gold. Right?
I still would prefer this titanium. I mean, titanium's a lot cheap. I mean, anything over $30,000 in my head you should be buying a precious metal, unless it's like an RM.
But look, it's got these really thin lugs. If it was gold, you could probably even bend those, like accidentally if you push on it.
No, I agree.
In the wrong side.
I agree with that. I agree. Good looking watch. I think it is.
To help me on my way. You don't have to do it, and you definitely shouldn't feel any guilt or pressure to do it. Only to say that for every Patreon subscriber I get, that's one less puppy I'll kick in the face with a steel toe cap boot. Your choice. There's a link in the description. And seriously, whether you do or don't, the fact you're even here watching this is something I'm unbelievably, incredibly grateful for. You've allowed me to take a leap.
Did you get Invisalign?
Yes, I did. I'll miss the comments most.
So what made you decide to leave a...
Dude. Tim. He caved in.
You did.
You know what Invisalign is?
No.
It's like a teeth straightening.
Oh yeah. This is a braces substitute. Okay, I got it.
It's clear braces, and he told everybody that he did it because he was sick and tired of people trolling his teeth in the chat.
The Brits are noted for bad teeth.
Yeah, but you shouldn't do it just because other people look.
You know, I'm self-conscious of it. I sort of understand that.
Be grateful for. You've allowed me to take a leap.
Did your salaried job at Watchfinder?
Oh wait.
Invisalign.
Yes, I did. I'll miss the comments most.
So what made you decide to leave a safe, secure, salaried job at Watchfinder?
Safe, secure salary at Watchfinder. Why did he leave? Tim,
Because he showed his face.
Because he showed his face. No, I think he showed his face to leave. He knew he had to show his face. He had to change something about his style
Yeah,
in
I
order
agree. I
to
agree with you on that.
take control of his uh, take control of his creation. See, those videos of him with just hands, if he left Watchfinder and created his own channel where he started showing his face, nobody would have
Yeah,
transferred over.
I think he probably could have just shown his hands, but the problem is that if he was going to say watches and wonders, it'd be very difficult to interview somebody just showing his hands. So yeah, it's a mixed bag. You give away like the mystique of him now.
Yeah, because, well, in a way, those Watchfinder videos where he made those videos with just hands, those are like, that's his art. That's what he has created. And then when that was his product. Like, painters paint paintings, and then they sell them off. Like, and same thing with those videos. Those videos, they're like pieces of
No,
art.
I agree. But prior
But
to
that
him,
art was not attributed to him. He could not take credit for it until he revealed the face. And then now that he got thrown out.
No, I agree. I agree. Prior to him, in the 2010s to 2015s, there were these two English chaps that they were called the Talking Hands, and they talked about watches, and then they drank scotch, smoked
Yeah.
cigars, and they were just hands. And I think Richmond or he kind of refined that to the next level. But the Talking Hands I used to watch all the time. They're gone. They're completely gone now.
My guess, the reason he decided to leave is because when he's working for that company, his income is restricted. Where when he goes and becomes an influencer, there is unlimited potential. Or he already has the skill set necessary to make videos and to be able to build his celebrity. So he's thinking, going independent, he could really unlock his full potential. Whether that be, instead of working for Watchfinder, he could go out. While he was at Watchfinder, he probably already built a lot of relationships in the industry with different advertisers. He could make videos for other companies. He could just continue making his own videos, and he'll get ad revenue from that. That could be one. Then second one is Patreon. There you go. He could start other things. He's got a clothing brand, right? He's got Andrew Morgan thing, watches. I don't know if this is sustainable though. Usually people have like 1 year attention span list, and then they get burnt.
The other thing is that like you have other people that jump on. You've got OC as like the sidekick. You've got other avenues. He's just him right now.
Well, no, he's probably got employees. He's got contacts in the space, like editors that he can send work to. I don't think he edits all of his stuff himself. I mean, he pumps out so many videos. I don't know how he's able to do all of this. I don't think he's himself.
Okay.
Okay, let's watch what his answer is.
Well, you don't have to put it like that, but ultimately I'd been there for 13 years and it was time for a new challenge. There was only so far I could go with my ideas there, and to really, hopefully, flourish, I needed to set out on my own and start forging my own path. Also, it was really hard finding a parking space at the office. I realised the other day that I was at Watchfinder for as long as I was at school. As in, first day in junior school to leaving to get a big boy job in the real world ties Watchfinder for the single longest commitment I've ever made in my life. And it was a lot of fun. I got to see inside some of the most historic and impressive manufacturers in the world. I got to play with some of the most incredible watchmaking ever seen. I also got to...
So what is he going to make videos about without access to those things?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm curious how he's going to fund all this and everything. This is all mystery. But obviously he's been doing it for 6 months. But he's probably had a paycheck from Richmond prior.
Yeah.
Okay. Now he's on his own. So
Russell
I don't know.
Russell 996, Tim, right? The elephant in the room is that the impressive thing about the videos was quality of photography and access to amazing pieces. Without that, he has list the USPS. Without that, he has list the USP. Has list the USP. I don't know what that means at the end. But Tim, yeah, well, he's probably going to try and make videos about his opinion. And he's going to use his experience as a watchfinder, um, why as a point of leverage of why people should respect it and listen to him, which is, he's got a lot of experience, he's done a lot of watches, but like what he's going to just randomly recommend watches, just say, hey, why is Tudor better than Rolex, or why is Panda, three things about Panda Daytona, and then he could just get videos like this from the internet and throw it on top. Is that what this is going to be about?
I don't know.
And with the Patreon, by the way, let me just push it back. Watch this. There's an interesting thing here in Patreon. And look at this. We'll actually know what the videos are going to be about. Custom witty video. You see, $250 a month. That 10 people can sign up for this perk, and basically that's the cost. You'll be making 10 videos a month, and they're going to be requests from the people who sign up. If he can get 10 people, I think he's thinking he could probably get 10 people into this membership, and you can sign up for 1 month. Like somebody, if they want Andrew to make a video, here we go. Here, these are the parameters. A digital set of my novels. Oh, wait, what is this? I've made videos about many watches in my time, and pretty much all of them haven't been yours. Correct. That's Injustice with a video of your very own that you can play on repeat forever. Here's what's included. Did a digital set of my novels, what I write, including a new one that's unreleased, monthly Q&A, community chat. Look, I think he's going to be making video collection reviews.
Yeah, it probably is. I just curious how he's going to make money.
And look at this. What the? I'll draw your watch. He's an artist too. Dude, you become for $100 a month. Every month, he'll draw any watch by hand, any watch that you want. What?
Yeah, but it's a sketch. It's
what? Yeah, what?
It's probably like a 5-year-old sketch,
No,
like
no. He's pretty
like
good.
a stick
Look,
figure.
no.
That's not. He didn't draw that. He didn't draw that picture.
I think he did.
No, come on. No. That's a real watch.
Dude, look right here. It says, some say my drawing skills are legendary, and now you get to decide for yourself. If you ever wanted to see what watches look like slightly worse, you're in for a treat. Hey, guys, for $100 super chat, I will draw your watch. That's right. This is a new Tim Wright offer. $100 super chat or PayPal. I need to fundraise for this Watches and Wonders thing.
Vimeo says that is a drawing.
Yeah, that's the drawing. Look, mine. I'm not even close.
Nah.
No, I'm not even close. But I'll do a black and white black ink on white paper. I'll do some shopping tomorrow. Holy fuck! I didn't know we could do this. I know how to draw a little bit. If somebody wants a custom drawing of their watch, send me a picture of their watch and I'll draw it. There you go. Interesting stuff. It'll probably take me like 30 minutes. That's good. Good way to fundraise. And it doesn't look like there's any takers. Tim.
What's the $1,000 one? Yeah, there's probably no takers for that. It's a stick figure.
You get this mega exclusive luxury medal. He's got a magnet, like a.
Hey, so according to the chat, like Chris J and stuff, he's like a really good artist.
Holy shit! I think this is his. That looks almost identical to the real
It
thing.
looks like a picture of one.
It's almost too good to be true. I think
Yeah,
there
that
must have
must
been
take
some
that,
tracing
it's gonna
involved.
take him a long time to do that.
And he used those really expensive markers. You know the ones I'm talking about.
No, I don't know. I don't know art like that. I'm sorry.
I'll show you. They're these.
You got to go to
This is what he's using right here.
Parsons. Oh, what are they, like
Yeah.
150 bucks?
Oh, dude, $400.
Oh, F. I mean, come on.
No, but they got like every single color known to man, and they combine perfectly. Look at this. Let me show you. Look how nice it is to draw with these pencils. Look at it. Look, see that orange? Watch
Yeah,
it.
that's really nice.
It is nice, right? It's almost
every year you're gonna have to replace it because the ink's gonna dry out. But it's beautiful. Those are gorgeous.
Well, that's why it costs $100 per month to draw. This ink is not free, and I don't blame.
But this is like colored by number or lines because they've already got like the pear or the orange or whatever it is as drawn.
Well, they drew it with a pen. They drew it with a pen, and then they colored it in with the ink. Look at this. These are amazing. I want to do this too.
How did you know this? How did you know this?
Well, I studied art in high school.
Okay, well, good for you.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of an artist myself.
That's actually nice.
Yeah, look at this.
I was pretty impressed in New York when I went to Parsons. I was pretty impressed. I had a good time when I was there.
Yeah, I used to go to a really big art supply store on the Canal Street.
Yep. Okay.
As a kid, there's a really famous one. You know which one I'm talking about?
I actually do, believe it or not.
It's like Big Red.
I don't know what it's called,
like
but
8 floors, I think.
Oh, I love that stuff, except I'm just not talented in it. So
yeah, look at this. How incredible is this?
Yeah, but they have the drawing. It's like color. It's like coloring.
Dude, he drew it. No, Tim. This artist drew the cupcake first with a pen, and then he colored it in. Do you understand?
Like, so he drew the cupcake first.
Yes, he drew the cup. What do you think? These pencils come with
Well, it comes with a book. When you're in
with
fifth
a
grade
book
and
that you fill
decide,
out.
You have a coloring book. You have a coloring book. Okay.
No, I mean, look. You could use them to just color stuff in for yourself. This is something that a lot of people do to like de-stress. They color shit in.
Yeah, my older sister does this, but I mean in different ways. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, but you could also just do art. I would love to do. See, I think Tim, Andrew figured out how to pay for his art hobby.
Who would in the community? Who would ask to do this?
I would ask to do this. If I had the money, yeah.
So those things cost $421. So you'll need 5 to almost break even. You'll need 5 of the $100 just to break even.
Yeah.
I don't think you get 5 in a year.
I don't think so either. That's why I can't.
So it's a losing proposition.
No, but I'll draw with my regular pen. If somebody wants me to draw with my regular pen, this is what I'm just saying. Look, I looked at the art that he showed in the art. I immediately identified the kind of markers that he's using, the kind of art style it is. Look, I wouldn't do it.
I'm reading the chat, and Mr. Watchdale said, Tim Wright, pull up your IG message, Instagram message. I asked if you wanted to print like I sent Carolyn. I don't know what that means. I don't have
my watch channel.
Yeah. So do me a favor, just throw that out and see what's going on here.
Let me hold on. Because Instagram, can you just email it to me?
Yeah, email it or send it through WhatsApp app.
Yeah. I think email is easier because like I'm logged into a different account. I'm logged into the 4K. Send it to 4K. Send it to the Tim Wright 4K.
Anyway,
Yeah. By the way, guys, follow
Listen.
me on IG. If you don't follow me, there's the link. Follow me on IG. Sorry.
I don't have Instagram.
Yeah, no, not you, Tim. You don't have to. But if viewers didn't know, I actually have an IG account where I post additional stuff. Hey, look at this. Let me show you something. Tim, look, this is yesterday. I met up with Marcus. He gave me his MBNF HM6 to
Yeah,
play with.
that thing's wild. I don't even think that's a watch. That looks like something that I don't know what that is.
It's wild, right? It's so
Think
it looks like warts on your wrist. So cool.
Or you can use it as a vibrator or something for a chick, or I don't know.
Like it. That's why I like it, because it's freaky. It's truly a
Yeah,
piece.
it's a little bit too freaky.
Okay.
You know what else I really don't like about that is the band.
The band?
Yeah, they cut out that hole. That's upsetting. That means that you've got to get a real special band for that.
It is. It's like special. It's not. Yeah, it's not. It's custom made. Actually, this one is custom made already.
Mr. Watch Channel said at Tim Wright, it's on the 4K.
Got it. I got it. Okay, cool. Okay, now so what is this? This is. I'm gonna pull it up. Is that what is this? It's canvas. How did you paint this? If we were to believe that, because it's too good. It's
well, maybe he did.
I
don't know. I'm out of this one. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you in a second. I'm just trying not to dox anyone here. Okay, there we go. Bam. Look at that.
Yeah, that looks real.
How cool is that?
Mr. Watch Channel, did you do that?
Yeah, what is this?
That's the
it's Explorer 40. It's this one.
Yeah.
Look, I have it right here. But did he paint it by hand?
Did you really do that?
Or is this a print? Is this a Photoshop?
Yeah, is that a coloring book or what's going on?
Because sometimes there are filters, there's Photoshop filters that do something like that. Or did you paint this by hand on canvas? It's a painting?
It's really nice.
Yeah, look at that. What do you think?
It's really nice. My congratulations. That's really, really nice. Yeah, it looks identical.
Yeah, right? Interesting. Go paint on acrylic? Wow. Paint on acrylic.
Yeah, you're really talented.
Well, let's auction it off. Guys, maybe we should auction it off. That would be pretty cool. If you're selling it, maybe we could do an auction. Pretty cool. See, you never know. Maybe Andrew Morgan's those art pieces that he will create, maybe someday in 50 years, he'll be like the Van Gogh, and they'll become super collectible and desirable, and people
he's gonna send you that.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Really?
Very nice. It's beautiful.
Yeah, sure.
You are very talented. I wish I was that talented.
Yeah, I'll put it on the wall. I'll put it here.
That's like a gift.
Yeah. That's the most incredible gift I've ever seen. It's my favorite watch.
It's really nice.
Yeah. So cool. Wow. Amazing. And my watch channel is such a cool guy. He actually
Have you met Mr. Watch Channel?
Never met him, but he won the Richard Mille pouch from Marcus.
Oh, good for him.
You can't make this shit up, right?
Good for him.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that watch at all. It's stinking junk.
It's not everybody's cup of tea. I get it.
It's just way out there. Not only that, but what time is it right now?
I'll tell you right now. Okay, 1 second. It's 2:32.
Okay, so how do you read that?
So you see it. There is you look over here on the left.
Yeah.
Let me see if I could zoom it in. Okay. See here, you look at here, you look between which numbers is the arrows. It's between 2 and 3. So you know that it's 2 o'clock, and then it's going towards 3. So then you look over here and it's showing you 25. So this one is a little bit time changed. I took the pictures different time.
I
But here
understand.
you can see it's 2:25.
It's too much work. It's just too much work. Too much thinking.
It's very
And then
creative.
what are the two end from not those three, but the two things on the other side? What are those? They look like jets.
Oh yeah, because the other two, those are turbines, and whenever you move the watch just a little bit, they start spinning like
Oh
crazy.
no, that just makes you dizzy.
Let me show you. I have the video, and you also have to see the tourbillon on the inside. The tourbillon is gonna blow your gasket
The tourbillon where? On the other side?
on the middle, right
Is
in.
that where the
It's
tourbillon is?
blasting in your face right now. This is in the middle, right there. There's the tourbillon. But I'll play you the video. It's just get ready because this piece is freaking insane.
What does this go for? Price wise?
This goes for God knows. It's expensive. It's for rich people, Tim. Look, watch this. Oh, you can hide the tourbillon.
Why would you do that if you have a tourbillon?
Why would you do that? What do you mean?
Yeah,
Sometimes
why would you do
go
that?
into
It's got
a
a
poor
shut.
area.
It's got a
Sometimes you go
shut.
into a poor area where people don't have tourbillons in their watches, and you could hide it and pretend like this one doesn't have it. There's no
It's
tourbillon.
got a shutter.
No, I'm joking. No, it's just a cool thing that the watch can do. It's like a trick. It's got a second crown that has a party trick.
Yeah, it's not for me.
Look at the let's see it. The turbines in the back. Look at the turbines. Let's see it. So the watch, I'm not moving it much. Let's see if I shake it though. I think I'm gonna let's see. It's gonna happen.
If this was the last watch on Earth, I still wouldn't want it.
Oh, damn, that's mean.
So just to give you a heads up.
Wow, I do paintings on acrylic. I was gonna send it to you. It's unbelievable, dude. And
Yeah,
Carolyn
you're
Seiko
really
is
talented.
cool.
Very talented.
Carolyn Martin. The Watch Apprentice. He sent a painting to Carolyn Martin. Yeah, she couldn't
nice.
believe it. Incredible. Thank you.
Very nice.
And hey,
That's
but what about, would you take commission if somebody in the watch community wanted to commission a painting from you? Would you take a commission? Like for example, once I get mine, let's say like Dr. Bob's Nightmare decides like, hey, I want the painting of my watch too by the Watch Apprentice. Would you take a request? Because I got right here. Let me show you something. I bought art in the past. I'm a huge art collector. Let me show you this, Tim. Tim, check this out.
Okay.
So this is an urn that I got. This is model 0 out of like 10 pieces limited edition. Mike the Snake urns.
Yeah.
There's only a handful of people in the world.
That's the resin. So you covered it with plastic so it doesn't smell.
Yeah, because it's toxic.
I know.
Toxic fumes will kill me.
You'll end up getting cancer. So,
Actually, I got a headache that it took me 2 days to shake off.
Does he still does Mike the Snake still do those? I remember when he was doing
No more.
Okay.
No more. He got a Porsche and he stopped doing.
I know. I saw
nonsense.
his Porsche. Very nice.
It's too dangerous. Imagine you have one of these things spinning at like 1 billion RPMs a minute and it comes off. If this thing hits you in the head, it'll freaking take half of it away.
No,
with
not that, but the smell alone would kill you. You're gonna get Parkinson's or you're gonna get cancer from it.
Yeah, but This is never for sale. This is like one of the most valuable possessions that I have in my house.
Very nice.
If
Very
people
nice.
break in, I don't give a fuck if they take all the Rolexes, as long as they leave the most important thing that I have to me, and it's
Like the
the
snake.
times I spent talking watches with Mikey. It's incredible.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a really good guy.
Really, really good guy. And a loyal guy. So good for him.
Yeah. That guy knows a thing or two about loyalty.
Yep.
My watch channel, I have my originals. Carolyn was the first print I have ever made. Ah, interesting. He's keeping the originals. Ah.
My watch channel. Are you from the United States? Are you from Britain? Or are you from Australia? Where are you from?
He's from Canada.
Oh, he's from Canada?
Yeah, Canadian guy.
Are you from the Vancouver area, the middle area, or the Montreal area?
Yeah, I think I should fly. Hey, how about this? My watch channel. What if I fly down there, and if you live not too far from the wizard, how about we go and knock on his door?
He says he's from Washington State. You'd have to go to Seattle. You're probably in the Seattle area then. Okay.
Oh shit, he's from Washington State. Why did I think he was Canadian?
I don't know.
That's weird. Why did I think that? Who did I confuse him with?
I think you're the only person from Washington State on the community.
Yeah. Retired U.S. Army.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service, sir. Yeah. Interesting. Washington. That's like with the Washington D.C.
No, Washington State. You know what you do? You fly into Montana. You go hiking with whatever her name is.
I was gonna go and do a hike with him, but he went all psychotic.
Her?
Who's her?
Yeah, the girl you met in Miami.
Oh yeah. Olivia. Go hiking in Montana with Olivia. Yes.
Yeah, you go hiking and then you jump on a plane and you go, because believe it or not, it's a long distance from Montana to Washington State. You jump on a plane and you go to Washington State, and then you fly down. Oh, you can do this during Napa. You can do this during your Napa trip. Then you just fly down to Napa.
Washington State is right there, right?
No, it's 2 states away. Those states are huge. It's not like going from Washington D.C. to New York.
I know. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, Washington State. That's the top one. That's Seattle. Yeah.
Look where Montana is.
But Montana is right here. Yes, there is a hike that goes from Washington to Montana to North Dakota.
You kill yourself.
Why? No.
Montana's a beautiful state.
I want to experience all of these states. I want to go travel.
They're wonderful states.
It starts like over here in this Olympic National Park.
Really, really nice.
Along the beach. Dang. Oh, and by the way, you know that there is this part of United States.
Yeah, I know.
That's like, cool. Dude, but there's a border. Look, the border is here.
Yeah,
this doesn't make any sense. And then this little bit of the island is America, completely stranded.
It's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool.
You think it's pretty cool?
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a place in Michigan like that too. But that's pretty cool. I have not been there, but I've been all over Washington State. It's nice.
Yeah, what the heck is this all about? Why didn't they just cut from here to here? Why do this triangle?
I don't know. It's one of these things that the United States should have just taken everybody over during when they had the time, but now it's too late. Sorry, Canada.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Let's see.
Vancouver. Yeah, actually, Vancouver is one of the prettiest cities around.
Let's see it. Dude, you know that there's probably so much illegal border crossings here that happen? Holy shit, the border. There's not even the fence. The border is literally the street. That's crazy. Dude.
Yeah, don't give anybody ideas.
Build the wall. Build the Wait.
Don't give anybody any ideas.
Work. Dude, there's literally, look how wild this is. That's right there.
Wow,
That's Canada.
that's an awesome house. If that's a house,
You like that?
yeah, I like it a lot. Something in
Oh.
from Miami too. Look they got shoreline, and you can't beat it.
But this is
those
Canada.
are those are townhouses. Those are nice.
Why Canada has townhouses and you go and this across the street? That's America.
I
You
think
can see different.
No, that's probably United States. That's probably US too. No, look, no, you know what? You're probably right because look,
That's Canada. That's
yeah,
US.
you're right because the asphalt changes. You see how the asphalt changes? That's the
different color.
Different color, yeah.
It's ridiculous. JBB $10 super chat. The shutter on that watch is meant to keep damage from sunlight at minimum. Oh no way! That's great. It's to protect the tourbillon. If you're out, like if you have really active lifestyle, you could shut it down and it will. Because yeah, I mean those parts get really heated up in the sun. It could possibly melt, like because it's metal, right? And what does metal do when it gets hot? It expands, and then when it's cold, it contracts. And when you're talking about those tiny little tolerances, like on the watch, like MBNF, a hot day could actually expand the watch. It could expand like the gears in such a way that they could start no longer fitting against each other. That's the crazy thing when you talk about those micro tolerances like that. You know, like on some of these crazy fighter jets, like one of those B-02s and stuff. They actually the metal frames have to be built like overlapping because like they have to be built not touching each other. Like the plates are not touching, so that when the plane takes off, as it heats up, they will contract actually. So like you have to build things in a way to account for future expansion from heat. It's so insane. Like engineering is freaking wild. Something you don't think about when you're just a regular person. You're not a watch geek. Anyways, I think we lost Tim G. We lost your audience.
No, you didn't lose me. You just chatting.
Okay, cool.
That's good.
Cool. Sorry,
I'm
I just
reading some of the chats. That's all.
Okay, sorry. Did any of what I said make any sense?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit? Cool.
A little bit. But see, you can go to Montana and then you could fly during your Napa thing, go to Montana, go hiking there with Evelyn or whatever her name is. And then you could jump to Seattle, or you could just fly directly to Napa. So you've got a lot of choices when you go that route. If you're going that far, you should do other stuff.
Oh my God, Tim! Look at this.
Cheap.
I want to climb this mountain. What?
Oh, no. You'll kill.
Dude, look at this, Mount Adams. It's gorgeous. Whew.
It is nice.
My God.
You kill yourself.
We can't look at this stuff too much. All right. So what else he's got? He's got metal for. So basically, if you become a $50 a month member, you get a medal. And right now, you can see that he got 48 remaining, which means 2 people signed up for $50 per month. We can actually keep track of like how much, if it's successful, if his Patreon takes off. I actually heard that Patreon is not doing so well.
Here's the other thing: the custom witty video for $250 a month. It's limited to 10. No one's joined that.
No one has joined it. Yes, and this one, I will draw your watch. Nobody's joined that either.
Yeah, so he's only made right now $100, and no one's gonna he won't mention how many people have done $1,000 a month.
Well, look, there's unlimited number for these levels.
$3 $3 is actually too cheap in my opinion, because you figure how much does Patreon take? Like 20%, 30%?
No, actually they take like only 5%. Or less. They take less than that, I think, like 2.5.
Okay, then Super Best Friend Club at $5. Okay.
Yeah, this is too cheap. He in my opinion, he should have just cut out this $3 membership. $3 is too little. It's not even a cup of coffee anymore. He still seems like he's living in
Well, $5
2005.
$5
Yeah,
is not
$5 should have been the start. 5 and then 10. Netflix right now is $16. I just got hit with the bill. I have to unsubscribe from Netflix.
I
I'm
don't
canceling.
do-
Roommate, I'm canceling Netflix.
You got to mooch off of somebody. I mooch off my girlfriend.
I can't. It's you're not watching it, right? Roommate? Oh, you were busy, so you were not watching it. Why am I paying for it? It's too expensive.
The problem is you get subscriptions
No, okay, $20. Give me $20
every month with all this stuff.
It's ridiculous,
You
roommate.
just get nickel and dime.
You know how much it is sandwich?
How much is the sandwich? It's like probably $12. Roommate bought me dinner, so this is the dinner, guys.
And
Right here.
I'm going to see they keep buying the sandwich, you know that, right?
Yeah, these sandwiches are like what?
And
$12? No.
Yesterday I bought to the salad and this one I paid $29. Okay, so can you keep the Netflix because I keep buying your dinner, you know that, right? Right? Right?
I love you.
I love you too.
Thank
keep
you.
the Netflix, please.
Okay, I'll keep Netflix.
Thank you. Yeah, I passed.
You passed the test? Oh my god!
5 nurses.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Good job.
Yo, 5 nurses helping over there, and
Yeah.
they told me that I'm crazy. What kind of person come to like an off day to do the test? You know.
Oh.
And my
Roommate was trying to pass this test for like past
American test.
10 years. She couldn't pass it. It's like upgrade for her license.
Just,
No.
no, just,
What is it?
Just certification.
Certification, but they're gonna pay you more. No.
No, they're not.
No. Shit, they're not
Yeah,
even
but
paying you more.
No, but the thing is that she can probably get more of a job too.
Oh, it's mandatory.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
So within 6 months,
Congratulations, that's a big deal.
Wow. Congrats.
I
You're
know,
good.
right?
You're good.
No.
Good job.
I'm lucky that because we shoot every day, right?
Yeah.
So one of the nurse floating from the cancer center.
Mm.
She's the cancer like chemotherapy the educator.
Oh.
Yeah, she's educator.
She's
So-
educator in chemotherapy, so she helped you out.
Oh.
Okay. Good.
So she said, I'm gonna make sure that I'm pissed.
Oh,
It takes 3 hours.
wow. They were coaching her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 nurses.
Yeah, 5 nurses worked together to make sure the roommate passes the test.
That's camaraderie. That means that they like you, so it's good.
That's nuts.
Congratulations.
Wow.
It doesn't matter to book it there. Like,
Ah,
you understand or not understand.
yeah,
A
yeah.
lot of these exams are. I mean, I'm not trying to be racist or
Yeah.
whatever, but a lot of these exams are cultural too.
The whole.
I hate to say that. Like the SATs and stuff.
Yes. Oh,
Are-
Tim, you're too smart to be here. That's that. You sound like a liberal now. What?
Yeah, I know. But they're
Cultural?
cultural.
Were you just gonna say that some of these these exams are biased towards
Toward
certain
certain
groups?
groups.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Really? Really? That's just you sound like a liberal.
No,
Tim.
it's true though.
It is true. It is true. Yeah. Yeah, but I think these memberships levels they're all out of whack. They should
Yeah,
it should have been
absolutely.
5, 10, 6 Netflix. There should have been a Netflix level. Or okay, he has a bedtime reading material. I guess Andrew likes to read books. So maybe he should have chose book club membership. No, wait, book club, whatever. No, sorry, Audible. There's a how much does it cost to sign up for Audible? Like, let's see, like call it the Audible Club. Audible. Let's see, Audible. How much does it cost? Oh, it's try for free. Interesting. Cancel anytime. Well, how much does it cost later? Free trial. How much does it cost? Oh, okay. It's $8 per month after free trial. Oh, so it's $8 a month. So there should have been he should have just went with like this, like $7.95, the Audible Club. Right? I don't know. It could have been better. It is what it is. It's hard being an influencer and entrepreneur is tough. All right, we can only try our best. We can only try our best. Crackers 2549 says, "Congratulations, roommate."
Yeah. 5 nurses helping me. 5 nurses.
5 nurses were helping. Wow. Good job.
I know, right?
Yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay. Whoa, what the hell did I just do? Okay, let's go here.
I
Let's
like tea.
go.
He like tea. Anyone likes tea?
Anyone likes tea?
Yeah, we like tea. We love tea.
Face reveal. Okay, let's go here. Where were we watching this thing? Oh, why I quit. Oh, it was this video. I'm like, what the hell? Why can't I find the video where Andrew continues with his thing? And it's like, yeah, because he's got this generic footage of this Ferdinand Berthoud overlaying what he's talking about.
Cut a watch in half with a laser. I had a great time with my team and I'll miss them dearly. I wish them the very best of luck as they incredible watchmaking ever seen. I also got to cut a watch in half with a laser. I had a great time with my team and I'll miss them dearly. I wish them the very best of luck as they continue on without me. But 13 years is enough. Probably too long. I didn't get that nervous bubble of excitement you get with a new challenge anymore, where half of you can't wait to get stuck in, and the other half is threatening to turn the inside of your trousers a slick brown. But most of all, I wanted to make something that was mine. Ever since I was a little boy working in the salt mines, I've dreamt of being my own boss, and now I am. Well, as long as I...
Boom! Wow, that's interesting.
Hey, take a look at your private chat real quick.
Private chat? What happened?
Yeah. Just take a look.
Oh, wait, what is going on? What? How did that happen?
I don't know.
Who did that?
I don't know. You tell
see,
me.
this is why. See, this is the problem when there's too many wrenches. Right?
Yeah.
It's rogue wrenches, and Tim, and you're saying, oh, you should contribute. You should add more wrenches. Give it to this. Then I'm not gonna know who's blocking.
I'm assuming people have good hearts.
Yeah.
Somebody blocking?
Yeah, somebody blocked.
No, don't say anything.
Oh. Guys, come on. Don't block.
Yeah, don't do that.
You know who. Come back, please.
Don't do that. Last time somebody timed out me.
Somebody timed you out? Guys, you cannot time out roommate.
Who timed out roommate? I mean, give me an effing break.
That's despicable. Don't time out roommate. She's nice.
Oh my God. I mean, oh my God. You time out douchebags. You don't time out people that are like.
Yeah. Hey, and if anybody wants to join us on the show, the link is in the chat. Becoming your own boss. Tim, there's another thing that Andrew, is hoping to achieve here a little bit with, and that's his own, like, being his own person, not having to follow somebody's orders, right? He's done that for 13 years. Probably sick and tired of people telling him how to do his videos. Probably wants to tell everyone to go fuck themselves. Yeah. What do you think about that? Do you think this is what America is about, right? Entrepreneurship.
Yeah, I think again, he started too late.
I feel like he got screwed over. He's like Breaking Bad, right? What's the name of? Let's see. The actor, Breaking Bad. Let's see. Okay. Let's see the actors. Wait, what the fuck? Breaking Bad. Sorry. I don't remember all the names. I'm not good with names. Okay, so he's like Bryan Cranston, who's playing Walter White in Breaking Bad, because Walter White get completely screwed over out of his fair share in the company that then sold for like millions. And this is what happened to Andrew. He was part of this company that blew up in popularity, and he didn't get his fair share. And now he's Breaking Bad. He's going on the warpath.
And he's sort of bitter about it, don't you think?
And he should. I want to see it. I want him to go for the throat. Make those sons of bitches pay.
He's angry.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. He got fucked. He got fucked.
Yeah, he did.
He should have came out. You know how much they owe him? Like in reality, you know how much he's owed? 5 to 10 million. That's how much. In fact, I'm being very generous. Like
you think Tim Mazzo is going to get
what
fired
he has
for that?
done
You
to
think Tim
watch
Mazzo?
face, the amount of value
No,
he
I
has
agree.
created for watch
I agree.
brands
I agree.
and Richemont and for Watchfinder, he's owed $10 million at least.
You think Tim Mazzo is going to go the same direction?
I think Tim Mazzo is gonna, maybe in the next few years, you'll see him get out with like 50 mil. Watchbox is much bigger company, 50 to 100 mil, if not more.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's majority stakeholder. He probably has like 10%, if not more. He might have like up to, who knows? I don't know. It's probably at least 10%.
Okay.
Yeah. He's kind of like Ben Clymer. How much did Ben Clymer get when he left?
Oh, I don't know.
Exactly. Let's see. Let's ask somebody who does know. Hey,
There he
Boston.
is. Hey, how are you?
Do you know how much Ben Clymer got for selling Hodinkee?
Good question. I want to say 30 million or 60 million, something like that.
Wow.
But then he bought back in.
He bought it back. He was already rich to begin with, right? Oh, 40 million. Oh, so watch West Hodinkee clocks 40 million. Okay, investment, Ben Clymer. Ben Clymer valued.
I don't know how much. I don't know how much he made, but he comes from, I mean, nothing wrong with this. He comes from a wealthy family to begin with.
Yeah. Yeah, he sold it. He sold it. Sold to Hodinkee. Then he's bought back in. Now he's still owner of part of it now.
That's exactly.
He bought it on the cheap when the prices dropped and they almost filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah, him and John Mayer bought back in, I think, right? Something like
that. And Tom Brady too.
Yeah. Well, Tom Brady had the BTC disaster, so he's looking for something else. How you guys doing?
Good.
Hey, what do you think, Boston? Do you think Andrew Morgan got completely screwed over and fucked by Richemont?
No, I think he did it to himself. I think he should have done what Watch Eric did.
Should he get a lawyer?
It's the same situation as Watch Eric with CRM.
No. Yeah. I see this like a situation like Walter White.
No.
Yeah, because these videos more than just videos. Like when you create art and it blows up and it makes the company extremely famous beyond what that project was supposed to bring, I think the company deserves to recognize that artist that made the project and give them more than just what they paid for. Kind of like what Nike did with the designer of the logo. You know, the designer of the logo, they paid that Nike swoosh $35. But then when it made Nike millions, Nike went back and paid the artist like big sum, like actual ownership, part ownership of the company stake, because like, yes, they charged her for just work, but that Nike swoosh is responsible for company's extraordinary success. That's why I think there's more here, and I think he should up. He should just talk to some lawyers.
No, because but as an employee of a company, he knew that he was getting funded to make these videos. They were producing the videos. They were paying him a salary. He was an employee. So, as part of your agreement, you sign away all of your intellectual rights to your material as an artist or whatever. It's just like getting, any other person. You could say the same thing for every designer at Nike. oh, I designed the soul. I should get 100 million. I designed the tongue.
It's the
You know what I'm
key.
saying? I know.
But Austin, I'm not saying. Okay, look, I'm not saying that there should be a law that says that, like, whenever this happens, there should be like a stake. But like I'm saying, I think companies should recognize the artists that truly do pivotal things for their companies, right? I'm not talking about like, oh, he designed this, but let's say with one of the employees, while making some tools, came up with modification that tenfold increases the sales. I think that guy who was working for the company, who was responsible for this improvement that was so key, he should get a part of that.
Yeah. So where's Daniel Katz's check for improving your show, Tim?
Daniel Katz is a pushover. See, he allowed the company to see if this
or better yet, your check.
Andrew Morgan right now is doing what he's listening to Daniel Katz. He's just allowing Watchfinder and Richemont get away with robbing him of
No, he has a
his
signed
true
contract.
contribution.
The it's kind of his fault, because as soon as you realize you've got something, and he was growing fast, he should have done what Watch Eric did. He left CRM, he started his own thing, and he, continued
He's too
on.
nice of a guy, dude. Look at this. This guy is a nerd. He's a pusher. He's an easy pusher. He's just like a roommate. There's people who are aggressive, who go out there. Yeah. Nobody's gonna give you anything in this world. This is what he doesn't understand. You have to take it, right?
Sharks don't play sharks, though, Tim.
Well,
so he should be a shark.
Look, see, Nike is smart. Let me explain this to you, Boston. Nike is smart. Nike knew that, like, Nike used the fact that they underpaid this lady to their advantage. They turned something that these companies do, something that's disgraceful, and they turned it into a publicity win for them. Like, they gave this woman fair share, and they became respected for it. What I'm not saying that probably he has no legal case here, but like Richemont is such a big brand, such a big giant brand. I feel like it's fucking disgusting that they didn't properly honor this guy.
I would agree with you if they fired him and then replaced him with another person that talks kind of like him and keeps making the videos.
Mm-hmm.
That to me would be where it'd be crossing.
But oh yeah, it's even.
You know
worse.
what I'm saying? Like that would be like, all right, we just replaced you. We don't want to pay you anymore. We're just gonna get this other actor to talk behind the screen and pretend you're Watchfinder UK, whatever. And that's where I would be like, yeah, you're right. He got screwed over, because then he can't go and make his content on his own. So, and what's interesting though, actually,
they allowed him to create his own stuff if you wanted to. Yeah.
And in fact, what he's doing technically could be deemed under some circumstances as illegal under some companies, because some companies, if you create software under them, it's their property, and you sign, like I was in software at one point, you sign a thing that says anything I create or any idea I have is the company property, created under the company, time and whatever. And so I can't just take that technology that I created, start a new company, right? And essentially he's taking all of his format and whatever that he had been given resources to make, and if he uses that same thing making his own channel, he's kind of stealing their, do you know what I'm saying? Like the
viewership that he helped them harvest. They paid him to do a project. He did the project.
Then he
created this audience, and now as he's leaving, but it seems like he has to resort to this to do this, because they were not going to give him a percentage of what he was responsible for creating. And this is peanuts compared to what they owe him in the back revenue. Crackers 25 for speaking of back revenue. See, hey. Crackers 2549 $2 super chat. I always enjoy your show, Tim. Thanks, Greg. Thank you so much, Greg. Thank you so much for reminding everyone to hit that upvote button and to super chat. The show relies on viewer sponsorship. We don't have regular sponsorship. We don't mess with the gray market cartel.
Yeah, we don't.
Gatsby $5 super chat. If an employee creates something that causes a company to lose a fortune, should they give their salary back or reimburse the company? Interesting question. Yeah, well, I think companies are protected, right? They have insurance, they have what's it called? Bankruptcy protection. So actually, like if company loses everything and goes out of business, it kind of everybody loses. So yeah, it's interesting concept. Well, they're definitely going to lose their job, right? They're going to be fired and they're going to be shamed. They probably won't be able to find a equal job. So there is punishment. It's not like if there's incentive for employees not to do that because they will never look at Timepiece Gentleman. All these articles that are out there, that's a way to punish Timepiece Gentleman for doing what he did in that field. Because if anybody wants to buy a watch from Timepiece Gentleman, what are they going to do? They're going to Google Timepiece Gentleman. And what are they going to find? He stole $5 million. That's going to be the #1 search result. That's his punishment. He will never be able to do business in it. So if there was a computer engineer who did something, which happens all the time, and they get reported on in news, and then they can no longer, hopefully, one would hope, can't get job in a similar field. So there is a form of death penalty in the watch field if you fuck up for some company, right? Because in a way, the Timepiece Gentleman got a death penalty in wristwatch dealing. He will never be able to, with this type of, reporting on him, he will never be able to do business with normal people. No shot, right?
No, I think he can. They don't care. They don't care where the money comes from. That's what Roman said.
Yeah, well, no, but I mean, he'll switch and he'll start swindling people out of money in a different field. But at least in
the shadows, like the wizard who's still operating to this day.
That's right. That's
in the shadows. That just proves that you can't stop them.
Fucking wizard.
Make it harder. Just makes it
I'll make it hard. I think I'm making it a little bit more difficult for the wizard.
Right now, the Timepiece Gentleman website is still up. I went there the other day.
It's insane.
It's like, can you guys take this down? FBI, the guy's in shackles.
Really? So it's still up.
Yeah, you can go there. Nobody buy a watch, please.
Pull it up, Timmy.
You can buy a hoodie.
Yeah, they offered me $16,000 for my Batman. I'm going to take it.
Take it.
I'm shipping it tomorrow.
Consignment. It's airtight consignment agreement that they've come up with now.
Dude, the t-shirts, the hoodies, still available.
Still there.
Hey, Kojak, welcome to the show.
Hey guys.
Talk about a ripoff. Look at the middle watch pouch. What does that remind you of? If you go up the middle watch pouch that he had there.
Follow our LA takeover. Stay up to date with Anthony as he relaunches the Timepiece Gentleman brand in a new home in Los Angeles, California.
Penitentiary. State pen.
Gatsby, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. If an employee, okay, yeah, I read this. Yeah, it's a really good point. Fair point. I don't know. I tried to make an argument against it. Let me know how I did. Was it plausible? Meet the founder, Anthony Farah. Anthony Farah is the founder of the Timepiece Gentleman, a burgeoning wristwatch empire that was started in Dallas, Texas, and has expanded to Beverly Hills, dealing in every luxury watch. I've been obsessed with watches.
We're not talking about the British guy anymore?
Yeah, no, we're going back to the British guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
So
wondering.
hey, what do you think?
Sorry
What do
for
you think? Him
derailing that.
leaving. Oh, see, do you think Andrew Morgan was screwed over by Richmond?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I don't. He had a contract. He had a contract with Watchfinder. They say, hey, listen, we like your voice. Your voice is very British, and it sounds very regal and very high luxury. And so we want you to be the voice that explains these watches. And he did, and he did it for a long time. And at some point, he said, hey, I'd like to be able to do my own channel. Is that okay with you? And they said, sure, we don't mind if you do your own channel. That's fine. We started getting a little bit of traction on it. And the mistake that he made is he showed his face, but I guess that's what he had to do.
I don't think that's what happened.
And then that's it. It's like he probably demanded like a raise or something and said, nah, I think it's fine.
I think something else happened. Okay, that's what you said. Okay, good point. But I think what happened is that he wanted a stake in company. He wanted a part of the company.
He's not entitled to jack shit. He's
wanted. He's as a creator. Yes, he is. His videos were getting millions of views.
They're not his videos.
He was introducing so many people to watches.
They're not his videos.
He was responsible. He was probably one of the people.
They're Watchfinder's videos. They're Watchfinder's
They're not Watchfinder. They're his creation. They're his
creation.
creation.
He didn't write them, Tim. Does that matter?
What?
What if it was Richmond, scriptwriter, who wrote all of his?
But it wasn't. It was him.
Reading? Are you sure?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
none of it matters. None of it matters.
No, he's responsible for it, and just like Tim Masso's videos. Hey, how come Tim Masso is getting percentage?
Why do you think he's getting a percentage?
Well, because he had the fortitude and he knew how to argue.
You know Tim Masso's contract.
He's going to get his fair stake. He probably had lawyers.
How did you get a hold of Tim Masso's contract?
Well, I haven't seen it. But come on.
Then you don't know anything. You don't know anything.
Well, I don't know anything, but like, come on. I can read the room.
The room is he gets a salary. He gets a salary.
Tim Masso gets a salary? No, he's got a stake. He's got a percentage in it. No shot.
No, he doesn't.
No, of course, guys in the chat, let me know. What do you think? Does Tim Masso has a stake in the watch box? Let us know in the chat, and if you have facts and proof, please let us know in the chat.
If you're Tim Masso's lawyer and you negotiated his employment contract, let us know.
Yeah.
Did he get stock options? Maybe he has a small stake.
And I think
he's not entitled to a stake.
Andrew is a pushover. You could see it, like he's really apologetic. These guys at Richmond probably pushed him against the wall. They told him that no, he can't. He's not getting a percentage of company. So he probably the best.
Good. He doesn't deserve it. The guy's fucking untalented anyway.
In his own channel,
he didn't do fucking jack
to
shit
be able
there,
to get
Tim.
at least
Guy,
anything.
all he had
is
a fucking British fucking accent, and that's it. They played that fucking hypnotic piano music behind him, and that's it.
That was his creation.
The guy's fucking hideous.
This is like creating a blender. Imagine, so he created.
He had a fucking voice, and that's
style
it.
of videos.
Richmond told him to get fucked.
Oh, see,
listen, you get $100,000 a year. That's it. Not a penny more. Then if you think you're a piece of fucking Richmond or watch one, get the fuck out of here. Work for a salary. You do what the fuck we tell you. That's what they said to him.
It's like creating a bear blocks.
Hey,
right?
I want a piece of the water. Who the fuck are you? You're a guy who fucking talks British over a fucking script that we write.
He's an artist. He's an artist who created.
He's nothing. He's
an
garbage.
artist
His videos were garbage, and Watchfinder wrote them all.
His
because
videos got
Watchfinder
millions
wrote every single script.
You
know why?
Interested in watches into watches.
No. Watchfinder wrote every single word the guy ever said. You know why? Because every video Watchfinder ever did was fucking anti-Rolex. It was all their
they
fucking
probably made him
anti-Rolex
do that.
agenda.
No. When he started out, he was pretty good. Those videos were pretty balanced, but then they were brought out by Richmond.
He was one of the worst. He was one of the worst YouTubers and deserves to be fired. All he had was that fucking voice. It's a fucking fantastic voice, but he had nothing else other than that. Those fucking stupid hands and that voice. It could have been somebody else's hands and his voiceover.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so
coulda, shoulda, woulda. But the thing is, it wasn't. It was his creation. It's like he invented. It's like Hey,
The watch market
that-
is
that
down.
Boost
Watchfinder is
logo-
struggling. They don't
Well,
need
now
to
it's
fix
too.
it.
I mean,
The guy's
listen, they
asking for a
made
percentage of
millions
the
back
company
then, and
while the
he
company
did
is
not
struggling.
get his fair shake.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god! Oh my god! This is like an argument like Biden versus Trump here.
He's,
I
he's
mean,
He was
like
on
the
the-
worst
The market,
YouTubers.
like
He was on the
Gen X.
streets, and Watchfinder found him, gave him a
You
job,
understand? If
gave him
he was
voice
Fuck
on-
him.
I personally
if
voice
Andrew
lessons.
Morgan had the same contract as Tim Masso, Andrew Morgan would have $10 million.
He's not
in the
worth
bank
what
right
Tim
now.
Masso does.
He
Tim
did,
Masso's a
the
Tim
same thing,
Masso's-
if not more. He did the same thing, if not more.
He did nothing.
Tim
You do more
Masso-
than fucking Andrew fucking Morgan. How about that?
No, no,
That's
listen.
true. Yes, you do.
Yeah,
No,
I think
those-
you're
I'll tell you
those
this:
videos-
Austin
You show
Collector,
your face.
Kim G, and Daniel fucking Katz do more, contribute
true.
more valuable content to
No, I
this
don't know
show
about
than
that.
Andrew Morgan does on fucking Watchfinder.
Well,
I
I'm
think
talking about his
terrible.
older videos. I'm talking
I'll
about his
tell you-
older videos, the talking hands.
Who gives a
Right.
fuck about the older videos? What have you done for me lately?
Well,
The market is
lately-
down.
But
I'm
it's-
not
it's
paying you
not what he
100,000 a
did
year for
lately.
anything.
No, but look, it's not. It's not what he did lately. This is why market is in decline. The new videos are absolute garbage. It's what he did
You know what? You know what?
here. These videos.
You know what coincides with the videos being garbage? Him showing his fucking face in those videos.
It
Yeah, I
doesn't
agree.
matter. It's the artist. So what? The artist showed his face, but it's the art. This art will always be here. And
Art.
right
He's
now,
holding
and
a
I
fucking
think you know
art.
what? I think
Art.
what Richmond has to do. Richmond has
fucking
no
art are you
right
talking about?
keep
He's
these
holding a
videos
fucking watch, Tim.
on their
He's reading a
YouTube
fucking
channel.
script.
This is
He's reading a
disgrace
script.
that these videos
think
are.
he's
These
reading a
videos belong to Andrew. Andrew should have the
Look.
right to take these videos with him to his own channel.
Fuck you. That's what I say. These are our videos. We paid for the videos. You work for us.
No,
That's the way it
no,
works
their
in business.
creation of
No.
a genius.
He's an employee.
It's a
Anything
genius.
he
It's not
does,
just,
they
he's not
own.
just an employee.
He had a nice British
These
accent.
videos created the paradigm in which we exist right
Mm.
now. These videos influenced everybody who talks watches today. At some
Well,
point, everybody watched
he
these
didn't.
videos.
He didn't. He
But what
didn't
if that
renegotiate
wasn't
his
his
contract.
idea?
He didn't renegotiate his
It doesn't
contract when
matter.
the videos were
It doesn't
good.
matter if it
He
was
tried
his
to do it when the
idea or
videos
not.
were bad. So
Why
tough
not?
luck. Hit the fucking streets, fucking Morgan.
Yeah.
Try it on your own. See how well you do.
I think he's going to have a hard time.
Speedy Hernandez, $2 super chat. Who put meth in OC's cornflakes this morning?
Andrew Morgan. Andrew Morgan. Who gives a fuck about Andrew Morgan?
I liked Andrew Morgan. I liked
No.
these
Fuck
creations,
him.
these videos right here. These
It's
were
the
the
music.
greatest.
It's the music and a guy
videos
holding a
ever.
watch. That's all it is.
No, these are the worst
It's
videos.
more than that. The story, the
The
arguments,
story.
the
These
the
videos-
presentation.
also
It
his
was
videos are
revolutionary.
The worst watch. How to get you to buy the worst watches you possibly
No,
can buy.
the thing is, he wasn't trying to sell the
Who's gonna
watch.
buy
at all.
this?
No, he was just making videos about watches. Whatever watches
Who
they
gave
had
what?
in the
What is
office.
that,
he
what
was
is
just
that
making
watch?
videos
What
about
is that watch on the screen right now?
That's the yellow gold sub, full pave dial.
It's a GMT
And-
Master 2. It's GMT Master.
Oh, GMT Master 2. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah. GMT Master 2, yellow gold, pave dial, and diamond bezel.
But you know why what he does is easily duplicated? I can prove it because Oshin, on a fucking lark,
You can duplicate, but
said,
you
listen, I can move my thumb like this, and I can move
Yeah.
my hand like this, and like this, and I'm just as fucking good as Andrew Morgan. I can do a video where
British.
I talk in a deep voice and
Yeah,
talk
but you
British.
don't
and
have a
I move my
British
hand like this, like
Do it. So easy to do
I'm worth $1 million because I move my
But
fucking fingers
he
like this.
invented
Get the
that.
fuck out of here.
he invented this. This like before
he
him,
invented
nobody
it.
was
He
doing
invented
it.
it.
No,
He
no,
didn't
no.
just
They're
walk.
talking
He
watches.
didn't just walk.
They're talking watches.
This
Okay.
is scripted. This is scripted. 8 minutes. That's 8 pages of script that he had to write for this video.
I doubt he wrote it.
And there's
He
some,
wrote it. He wrote it
hasn't
or didn't
written
write
it.
it. Get fucked.
and then look, it's really good shots. He got incredible. Look at these.
Is he a photographer now? Was he?
No,
the
he didn't do the. He didn't
What?
do the.
Yeah.
He didn't do the video on this. I mean, he didn't. He read,
Look at
but he
the
didn't do
close
the.
up.
Who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit?
Horrible.
Look, it's incredible. OC91, $2 super chat. OC, my namesake, make me proud. Fully agree with you.
That's
Yeah, a lot of
nice,
people
though.
agree with OC.
I
Logan
think-
Hall,
I
$2
think this
super
guy is
chat.
talented,
OC,
though.
blood pressure monitor fun. Thank you.
I'm very calm, by the way. This is just me being calm.
Calm down, OC. Yeah, it's messed up how Richmond
This is
fucked over.
no. You have to understand when you
Very-
work for a company.
Look,
the
I
good-
think
the good- the good-
I hereby call
down
on
for 1 second.
Richmond to give Andrew his fair share. He was
His fair
clearly
share is
screwed
his
over.
fair share is zero.
No,
You're fired.
no.
How about that?
You gotta
You're
stop.
fired. Get the fuck out. How about
You
that?
gotta
That's a fair
stop.
share.
You gotta stop with this.
If Andrew Morgan had same contract that Tim Masso has, Andrew Morgan would have $10 million right now. Okay? He could do whatever the hell he wants. He could do his channel whichever way he likes. But as it is, he's like, he has to do freaking Patreon. And Patreon is dead. Nobody's doing Patreon anymore. It was fun for the first 5 years.
Listen,
Nobody cares.
To show you how poor Andrew Morgan's watches is, instead of doing a 4 or 6 minute video explaining that he doesn't work for Watchfinder anymore, he did a 20-minute video. Who's gonna watch a 20-minute fucking video about him and his decision not to work for Watchfinder anymore? Poor creative decision.
Let's keep watching the video.
No, we're not going to watch it. No one is going to watch a 20-minute video from a fucking Andrew British Morgan fuck about why he decided I created this and I created that. And when I created their first video and when I created their first viral video and I created their first video that went to 7 million views and I created it. Fuck you. You created something when you worked for Watchfinder. They fucking own it. You wanted to renegotiate. They said, get fucked. Now you're on your own. Good luck.
What does it say on the logs?
Look, he didn't just make those videos. That company got best, like what he was basically paying pennies. They were paying him pittance for the amount of value they were getting out of those videos. Okay,
Whose fault is that?
It's like Trump.
That's called a salary. That's called a contract.
$20 pair of shoes and selling it to Roman Sharp for $9,000. You know, the amount of value that Trump was getting.
That's what he agreed to. He agreed to that.
But he didn't know. He didn't know. He was not.
He didn't know what he agreed to.
Negotiator. Not everybody has a family lawyer that.
I didn't know my voice was going to be so captivating and hypnotic that it would capture the generation of watch buying public.
Yes, he had no idea that he would go on and revolutionize the wristwatch space.
He made watch collectors lose more money than TPG.
Well, there is an argument to be made that he was like an Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
And this thing is just a giant mushroom cloud. That's why. Yeah.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. Did he know? Yeah,
of course he did. If you're spooking the garbage, he was spooking. Of course you know.
Let's be honest. You know those people, the victims of Timepiece Gentlemen? You know those victims of Timepiece Gentlemen?
Tim Masso, you don't think he knows when he slaps a 55 centimeter IWC on his wrist and he says, this can go down to 14 centimeters in circumference easily. You don't think he's like thinking in the back of his head, like, man, I hope somebody with 14 centimeters doesn't buy this watch. This is going to be rough for them to wear. He knows he's pushing the envelope to sell a watch. And because he's under the guise of we're Watchbox, we're selling watches. Of course, you know that we're selling watches. Then it's fine. If they had called this Richemont Watch Talk, okay, it wouldn't have misled so many people. Calling it Watchfinder UK in some ways is a little bit deceptive by them, I think, the way he's talking about the watches. He clearly was trying to sell watches.
Really?
Yeah. What was his job? His job was to sell watches using these videos.
I don't know. I think his job was just to make videos that would get a lot of clicks. So to tell compelling story and with watches they had on hand.
He's not O'Sheen out there making Venice films, okay?
Oh, sorry.
He's holding up a watch and talking to a screen.
No. His job was to write compelling stories that would go viral and bring clicks to because Watchfinder was selling every brand. They didn't care what brand it was at first. So they would just have watches. He would pick what I imagine. He would walk into the office and he would look at all these watches and he would choose the one that inspired him the most. And he would make the best video, the best script that he could for that watch. And then next week he would pick another one. And he would always pick the watch that he wanted to talk about the most. But then when the Richemont bought it, everything changed. It's like that scary movie.
All I know is that I've been staring at this image so long.
Yeah.
That,
I don't even know
click on the link in the private
Hey,
chat.
just really quickly here, we got some super chats piling in. Gatsby, $10 super chat. Ever noticed that while employees always talk about profit sharing, no one ever talks about loss sharing? Morgan got a guaranteed salary for his work. He deserves nothing. Well, he deserves not. I'm not saying. I'm saying he didn't know how to negotiate. If he was a better negotiator, if he had someone who could correctly tell him how much he's worth, when he was doing the thing, when he was signing the contract, they would have negotiated a better deal, a better plan.
Let's do a hypothetical.
They would have a clause that in case if this freaking thing blows up and changes the world, that he would have a percentage of that.
Let's do a hypothetical situation. Let's
Yeah.
say I know someone who is an unpaid intern, gets no money today. He's a guest panelist on a live stream, and he is so awesome. He really adds so much wit and humor and knowledge, and just like he's a great partner. And these two guys have like good chemistry. It's like lightning in a bottle. Now, I think he shouldn't be an unpaid intern anymore. I think he should just ask for 50% of the business. What do you think? Should he negotiate 50% of this business, or should the employer say, unpaid intern, get fucked. I can do it without you.
Good question.
Good question. Hypothetical. By the way, I've been looking at this image so long that click on the image in the private chat.
Okay. Well, let me finish reading super chats.
Okay.
I would say, by the way, to the employees, sorry, I can't afford you. I wish there was enough to do 50-50, but yeah, unfortunately, there's just not. And I might have to actually quit YouTube soon and actually get a real job if this thing doesn't pick up. All right, here we go. OC wanted me to pull this up. Boom. Purely. Oh, what's this? Make every moment magic. Interesting.
Yeah.
What's this?
That's the image on the screen in the Andrew Morgan video. See those cookies?
Oh.
Now go back to the Andrew Morgan screen.
Oh. Makes me hungry. Those things are delicious. They're
fantastic.
Sweet.
They're light.
I have one right now.
Well, I was getting wood.
Pull it out. Which flavor would you have right now? Pull it back up. The cookies.
Yeah.
Hazelnut, 100%.
Dark chocolate. I'll have every flavor.
Good.
Hazelnut.
Guys in the chat, what flavor would you get? Dark chocolate, vanilla, chocolate hazelnut. I can't even read.
Meyer
lemon, and strawberry.
Yeah.
It's John Mayer lemon.
Ooh, I like that. They should pay him. They should pay him for his.
If you invented these and you worked for Pure Lean,
yeah.
Unfortunately, you'd be fucked. They'd be like, "Hey, you know what? We own this."
Whoa, that's how they make them. Did you see that? That's insane.
Yeah, that's how they make them.
It's crazy. They rolled them against each other. Look at this.
Those two ladies invented them. They're not getting a dime.
Those are the two ladies that used to work for the Rolex bezel factory.
Yeah.
That's the same lady. They had to quit the job because they weren't. Rolex wasn't going to give them.
They're like, hey, we make all these Pepsi bezels. We want 50% of Rolex.
Look how desirable the
fuck
Pepsi
outta
bezels
here.
are. How desirable Pepsi is, but they're not getting a cut in that. And they're like, yo, what the hell? It's not fair. MD Chaz has been for 26 months. Tim should own 20% of Google for his contributions. Tim is basically keeping the whole company afloat.
Pretty much.
Speedy Hernandez, $5 super chat. Andrew Morgan is the voice of a generation. OC just doesn't get it. Hashtag boomer. Yeah, exactly.
I got a press release from Watchfinder.
Oh, no.
Great. Tell
Can I
us.
read it?
Yes.
Ever wondered why Andrew Morgan left Watchfinder? That's because we at Watchfinder got another British person to swallow a thesaurus and spew out several mixed metaphors per sentence at a fraction of the price. Yes, it's me, Kojak, and I'll be taking over. And I promise not to show my face.
That was 80% as good as the real Andrew Morgan.
Wow.
And a
It's
fraction of the price.
I think Kojak should start his own channel and start a Patreon.
Is Andrew trying hard? Because he's
not trying. No, he's not trying. He rolls out of bed. He walks into the studio. They give him the watch. They give him the script. He sits down.
No, that's Tim Wright.
He reads the script. That's not Tim Wright for sure.
No, I don't read scripts. I
You
don't
have no
read
script
scripts from anybody. I read my own script.
He reads the script
single day,
and then they sell the watches, and then he goes home and cries in his pillow after having his beans on toast. That's the day. Day in the office.
Does anyone seen the really obvious thing that a year ago Andrew Morgan set up his channel out of the blue?
Yeah.
And
I think
why was that?
I think
Because
he was
new.
renegotiating his contract, and they told him to go fuck himself. They're not giving him percentage of the company. So instead, he settled for the next best thing that he thought that. Look, he created this community, and he wanted the chunk of it. And creating this YouTube channel with 100,000 subscribers, that's his small piece, his reward that he gets to keep for creating this massive freaking
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's so brave, isn't he? Now that he's got 190,000 subs, he's so brave to come out and say, "I've left Watchfinder." Are we taking him at his word? Wasn't the channel being set up a year ago the start of the long goodbye?
Yep.
Yes.
Otherwise, why do it?
Which could be a breach of contract.
Exactly. So I look. I never really got Andrew Morgan. If you actually listen to what he says, it's painful to my ears. His grammar, his syntax. No, he's a professional script writer, and that's what he said. He's written books and written scripts. He would like to write a script for a movie. I think
he's a reader. Did you see he has one of his?
You should hire him, Tim, for scripts.
Yeah.
Look, he's an artist. He can draw.
Yeah.
Look at the skill. Look how amazing.
Tim, look at this. $250 a month, custom witty video, and then you just post it.
Make a video about him, right?
Yeah.
I make him. I should sign up for this level and make him make a video for me every single month.
Yeah. Hang on a second, though. He has an asterisk.
$250
It will.
Look,
you'll get that back in super chats easy.
Yeah.
Read the small print. What does it say about witty? Wit not guaranteed. Exactly, Andrew. Congratulations. You've accurately described your shtick.
A monthly Q&A with me, he says.
Should I sign up? I like personally for me, this is a lot of value.
Yeah.
I could get advice from someone who's actually professional. Like this is probably the best $250 I can spend on the planet Earth.
This
I need
is
help.
the Trump sneaker moment for you, Tim.
Yeah.
If you sign up for this, this is your claim to fame.
Holy shit.
You
know what? I'm gonna make a custom pair of sneakers.
And you can call him an employee, Tim.
Employee.
Like Tim Wright LLC. You
sorry,
paid him to work for you.
Guys, Andrew Morgan is bad improv at best for the most part. You know,
That's why it's great.
Give me a metaphor, give me a location, give me a watch, and I'll spurn out 5 minutes of absolute rubbish on YouTube, which is just the same as every other video that I put out there. I'm sorry, it's rubbish.
Okay,
Hold on.
so Kodak wants to be hired by you, Tim, for $250 a month to make videos.
Hey, look, I'll do the same thing. I said for $100 super chat or PayPal, I'll draw you your watch with the I don't have colored pens. I can't afford colorful pencils or markers like Andrew does. I'll just draw it with a black and white. It's gonna be black and white drawing of your watch. But for
how long until
250,
delivery of this?
this is like a collection review, guys. If you want to do a collection review, right now I'm kind of struggling, so I would take some collection reviews.
Did you just? Are you spruiking now for someone to pay you to review their watches?
Yeah.
What the?
I need to pay for Watches and Wonders. How do I do it? How? What do I do? And this is a good way. I'll make a video. It's practice for me to making videos, and it's good stuff for somebody
I think, Tim,
who.
you should get an old pair of hookahs, sign them, and then raffle them off.
Yeah, a raffle. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, there you go. Start raffling all the stuff behind you. Sign it and then raffle it. One a day, you'll make a lot of money.
I don't know. You need like an app for that shit. Annoying. It's too much work.
Whatever.
It's too much work, Boston.
Okay.
I just put it on eBay. Like I sold the laptop. I sold the laptop. Got $300 for it. Yeah. I had a Microsoft Windows laptop and I sold it. It's pretty good. $300.
Not bad.
Yeah. I've been selling a lot of stuff, a lot of books, a lot of electronics that I haven't been using, a lot of duplicate stuff that I had.
Any watches?
No, I've been buying watches. I may have bought a watch. I might have bought a watch. Yeah. You can't make this shit up. Yeah.
So you go on eBay to try to sell stuff, and then you see a watch, and you're like, "Ooh!"
I got a call.
You got a call for a watch.
Breaking news! Breaking news!
Yeah, yesterday I got a call, and later today I went to the AD, and I might have bought it, but I might have found a plausible excuse as well. But Mountaineer $2 super chat, Timmy. There is a market for fungus foot picks. Oh,
yeah. There you go. Foot pick of the day.
Foot pick of the day. Look, I don't know what to tell you. This is
if you did a foot pick every day and started an OnlyFans channel and just put that on,
should I sign up?
Money.
No, boss, I'm serious. Should I sign up for the witty video level? That's like my alley.
At minimum, you have him on the show once a month and talk watches, and you get all of his clout.
Yeah, and look at a personal thank you, pin badge.
You should make him thank you. Make him thank you for all of your content that you made.
Yeah, a video shout out in tiny writing that's barely readable but still fun. Yeah, okay. Video shout out.
Actually,
behind the scenes going ons and updates. Community chat where I can tell you my favorite watches. Community chat. That's like a WhatsApp group, I guess. That's valuable. $250 a month though. That's exclusive fucking club.
What do you get on the third one?
Nobody's in it though, huh?
What do you get for the third one?
Which third one?
The eccentric, the $1,000 a month plan. Do you get anything?
It's either that or leave it all to the cat. No, it's just extra help.
Oh, God. I've uncovered your grift now, Tim.
What's the grift?
Right, because of the 8-minute mark, he's in that video, Andrew Morgan's showing a Grossman, and this is part of your sort of spruiking your Grossman to see.
Oh, no wonder you're so supportive.
Have him sell your Grossman.
He's
have him sell your Grossman. That's worth $250 right there. Have him make a video on your Grossman.
On his video.
And sell it.
Damn. You see, there's so much value here.
Yeah.
8 minutes 30 into the video.
Actually, you could charge somebody. You could charge
Lucha Bedic Watch Talk $10 super chat. I promise to keep super chatting if you promise to keep your shoes to your feet.
Ooh, the reverse. I like
that. Thank you so much, Lucha.
Okay, Tim, how about this? Every night,
when Lucha super chats, everybody has to go Lucha.
You don't get 300 in super chats by a certain time. Yeah. You're going to show your feet, and then everybody's going to start super chatting to keep it from
$300 if you want to see my feet.
No, the opposite. If you don't want to see,
Oh, let's just do the other way. It's more fun. That way, nobody has to do it. It's a ridiculous amount. Nobody's gonna do it, but if somebody does, it would be so funny. Earl's $5 super chat. If Roger Smith could sell the one Rolex he owned and loved, then to keep himself afloat in the early years, Tim could sell a few of his. Yeah. Oh yeah. Earl's. I'm gonna sell. It's just I don't wanna have the same problem that Andrew has. Is that he has no watches to make videos about.
Right.
I want
to.
Yeah.
He was that memorable. Tim forgot his name.
Yep.
Look, I'm tired. I'm already streaming from 3:00. What do you want from me, guys? Let's play the outro.
Logan.
I'm out of here. I'm tired.
Logan just said he'll super chat not to see your feet.
There you go.
Okay. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm done.
Oh.
Well, you guys still got any opinion left? You want to keep watching the video?
I'm too hungry to watch it.
Yeah.
Do you want to play the Watchfinder song as the outro?
Ooh, I like it.
Okay, sure. Hold on.
Tim's gonna get a copyright strike from Richmond.
You think?
It's possible. It's possible.
No. It's a good outro. It's a good show, everybody.
Oh.